Hello, everyone, and welcome to the plane. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, Fluffy Bear. Welcome. Thank you for the follow about an hour ago. How are you doing today? How's everyone doing? We are back with Hush Hush. Hopefully with better internet this time. Pray to God that this time it works. Slight update with the internet. Spectrum came by again, this time to just confirm that there is a problem. And hopefully maintenance will be out in about 2 days to do something. They have to troubleshoot it and figure out what's fully wrong with it, so we'll see. And then I don't know, hopefully by the end of the week everything will be back to normal after a year. But it's a good thing I started talking a lot about it to them, because it turns out it's actually been affecting a lot more people on my street than just me. So I've been the only one complaining about it, or at least calling Spectrum about it. And yeah, now that I told some of the other neighbors, they're like, yeah, our internet's been pretty crap for a year too. I'm like, oh, probably should have called Spectrum, because then they would have been like, everyone is this whole street is kind of poopy right now. So they're finally working on it, so that's cool. Yeah, it's definitely it's weird. I get it. It's not their fault. It's so annoying because like I also work in IT, a different field of IT, but we're all under the same like jobs. So I get it. I know it's not like the technicians who come out, they understand as soon as they like see the problem I'm having, they're like, oh, I get it. But like, you know, I'm not, it's just one guy. He's just confirming the problem, you know, or like getting a more diagnosis. He's like, he doesn't have the tools to go digging through wires and stuff like that. And like, I know that. And so we're just sitting there. I'm just kind of venting. And he's like, yeah, I get it. That sucks. You know? So it's fine. It is what it is, but hopefully it'll get worked out pretty soon. But yeah. And to be fair, I wasn't expecting this guy to show up because I knew the problem was a lot bigger than just re-screw in the cables and run a test, you know? But they have to send that out because they can't assume every person understands. And to be fair, I don't really understand it all. I'm pretty new to this field, but yeah, it was pretty nice because we have our own router. So they have the modem, and then we have our own router, and everything past our own router is up to us. So if something is broken from the router beyond, they can't touch it. And so the guy was like, you don't have one of our routers, so we can't help you with that. And he was like starting to think like, I'm gonna have to explain, but I'm not allowed to explain. And I'm like, it's okay, I tested my side of the things. And he's like, oh, thank you. Because I did not want to have to tell you that I can't help you on that part. I'm like, it's okay, I tested my end, it's fine. And he's like, oh. It was fun. It's always fun to talk to them. As much as I dislike Spectrum as a company, I like everyone who works there. Everyone who works there is super nice and they try their best. So don't know why I'm becoming a Spectrum shill. I definitely don't want to do that. I'm here to play a visual novel. But yeah, we're playing Hush Hush. This is all just to say, I hope that my date with Peanut does not get crapped on again like last time. We got pretty far. We were dating, or we were on the date. Peanut was like a maid, and then we were a masked individual. And then we got to learn more about Dorian, which honestly, as much as I hate the guy, I really want to know more about him. I want to know how he knows so much. There's something suspicious about Dorian. If you've never seen Hush Hush, Fluffy, prepare. Also, do you mind if I call you Fluffy, or would you rather I call you Fluffy Bear or whatever? What would you like me to call you? This is a fantastic game. It's incredible. Peak visual novel right here. It's based off of the idle games Crush Crush and Blush Blush, which are really fun, and I recommend playing them. But right now we're on the DLC. I've already played the main game. Fluffy is good. Nice. I will stick to that then. I played through the main story, so we are on our DLC, which is just dating Peanut, who is my favorite character in the game. And of course they made her DLC because, yeah, paid DLC for the win. It wasn't that expensive though. Never seen it. BA content. Oh yeah. I guess so. I should say I mostly play. My Mondays are. I guess I could tell you a little bit about myself. I probably should. I always forget to do that when people follow. But my name is Ito Amirli. I am a jazz singer from the future, and I like cute things and whatnot, and jazz, obviously. But I like all music. But I mostly stream on Mondays. I've been doing this thing for over 3 years now. I guess at this point, it's been that long, where I've been playing every Phoenix Wright and every Professor Layton game back to back. And I'm halfway through that. But in between each of them, I play a short little visual novel. So this has been that short little visual novel. And this short little visual novel has turned into like 12, 13 streams. So it has definitely been anything but short, but I've been having so much fun. But yeah, so that's what I do on Mondays. And then Wednesdays and Saturdays, I play obviously a lot of Blue Archive, but I play whatever random games come to mind and stuff like that. Sometimes I have some one-off games that I find, or sometimes I just decide, well, let's try this game. So sort of variety, sort of not. I'm variety, and when I run out of variety, I always come back to Blue Archive. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. That kind of fun stuff. But yeah, Blue Archive and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney are the consistents for me, at least until I beat them. I don't know what I'm going to do after I beat the two Professor Layton Ace Attorney, but I like visual novels, so I usually like doing visual novels. Yeah, I try to play what I like, because it's the only way to have fun. But yeah, I'm following a guide for this playthrough because I wanted to get it perfect. Also, it's much easier with the guide, because this is definitely a game where you can mess up and like ruin your saves. So I figured I don't want to play it too long. I'm just going to use a guide, and this guide is hilarious. The person who wrote this guide is just like me. They are in love with Peanut, and every little detail they always have a little comment on. Like, it's not just pick this option. It's if you have to pick this option, and if you pick this option, I hate you and you're a horrible person for making her feel this way. And I love it. So I've been having a good time. But let's go ahead and get started here. I think, am I on? Yeah. All right, well, here we go. And make sure everything's up and running. All right. All the girls are still alive. Pull up the guide. And I believe we are on day 17, or July 17th. Yeah, July 16th. Okay, so we're on July 16th date. Where's this? Yeah, evening. Yep. So we are here, and I remember this guy, his guide was kind of broken. Well, he messed up. So I think there was no... Yeah, I have no guide for the last couple of this, because I believe it just skips to her second date. Yep, okay. All right, so last I left off, we went to the secret party. This guy's hosting the secret party, and we're all wearing masks, except for Peanut, who's a maid. slash Bart or server, and what were we doing? I think we were just talking to this guy. He doesn't like me. Apparently, whoever was supposed to be in my place, like what happened was there was someone who was supposed to go who wears the mask that I'm currently wearing. I don't know what mask I'm actually wearing. That guy died. Which my theory was the guy who was supposed to come here beforehand. So I am going in the guy's place wearing this mask, and I'm apparently important. But the quick lore, very, very quick lore. There are, before I came to this is like an island city. I'm on vacation for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks. And before I came, I had a dream where these 2 goddesses told me there are 5 girls, you need to find them and you need to save their lives. And you can date them all if you want, but you don't have to. Obviously, we tried to date them all and it did work. These are the 5 girls here up top. We have Elle, Iro, Cassie, Mio, and Quill. Those are the 5 main girls. They all have secrets that we have to figure out all the secrets, and you save their life. They all have pretty interesting stories. And then there's a bunch of side characters that you can also date. And right now we are dating Peanut, who is a DLC character. You can see her, but you can only go on dates with her if you pay money. So I paid money because I love Peanut. She's like my favorite character. But yeah, all of these characters are based off of the Idle game, Crush Crush, which is a really cute, it's an idle game, not idle. So I love that game. All the characters are really fun. But yeah, Peanut's my favorite. And of course they made her paid. So we're on a date with her. Let's keep going. Request Miss Nut. I arranged her table. Alrighty. I assure you, I am enjoying my good fortune to be a part of this.
Excellent. I commend those who seek pleasure on their own
loud.
terms and are willing to find it anywhere.
Bro, get out of my ear. Thank you. Sorry, guys. That was really loud. Which the base game? Base game was not too much. It was pretty cheap. It's not, it's a small team, an indie team, but everything in this game was really well made. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's take a look. It's $20, so it's not that bad. There is a demo, a free demo, if you're interested in checking it out. You stare at the serpent, somehow aware that this will bother him the most. And this guy, oh man, he is a controlling, horrible human being, very verbally abusive. So he's fun. He's fun. He sips rather disdainfully at a glass of water. Noticing your gaze, he seems to resign himself instantly to your persistence.
Very well. I shall tell the story. Lest the still-beating heart beneath the floorboards drive me mad.
That is a reference to a book that exists. I cannot remember the book. Yeah. Also, I have some pomegranate raspberry tea today. I forgot to mention. Always forget to mention my teas, but it's good. Yeah, this definitely has a lot of passion. It's very silly. It's really very millennial humor. In fact, there's one character that is only millennial, but it is so funny to me because I'm easily entertained.
You may not believe it.
The voice acting is really good.
But our maid is in fact a scientist.
Wow.
A woman of keen eye and precision.
You decide what to say. +5. Dorian says it's hard to describe. Okay, whatever. Just reading the guide. All right, we're good. I think we can pick any choices because I'm not getting any hints on this, so it is what it is. This isn't a date. This is just an encounter, but it's basically a date. Our date with her is tomorrow. All right. I'm afraid I was distracted by her enormous eyes.
Control yourself, Fox. Your tastes may veer toward the venial. but some of us prefer the company of angels.
I said eyes. She does have very nice eyes.
Since engaging Miss Nutt for some topiary consultation, I've been somewhat obsessed with her methodology.
That scares me. You should not be obsessed with her. I'm the only one who's allowed to be obsessed with her. How dare you?
She corrected a bit of asymmetry in my estate's hedgework, which impressed me mightily. But ever since, I feel like I am noticing more and more asymmetry. Like the world is...
The world is what? What are you talking about, my guy?
Excuse me. I went somewhere else for a moment.
I need to know. I need to know. I need to know why you're like this, please.
It is strange, and I shall confide in a fox and make it stranger still.
Okay.
I have a persisting feeling that the world is against me.
Oh.
Twisted and broken. Ill to my favor.
More than eyes. Listen. Okay. I said what I said. Yeah, no, it is. It's not that they're against you. They are against you, but you earned that. It's because you're a bad person that we're all against you.
And I have reason to believe it as well.
Yeah, because you're a horrible person.
And there is something in the manner of Miss Nutt that has, perhaps, given me a glimpse of restoration.
What are you gonna do?
It is hard to describe, and I am doing a poor job of it.
Oh, here we go. It's something about it's hard to describe. You decide what to say. +5 to all stats when he said it's hard to describe. So now I get +5 to all stats. Okay. So now we're back in. So it's still any choice though. Some people can just make you believe things that can be better. It's never too late to swim back to the surface. Must have been one hell of a hedge clipping she did. So he met her because she just takes part-time jobs randomly because she's a college student. And so she was just trimming hedges for him, and she noticed they were asymmetric, so she fixed it. We'll just tell him it's never too late to swim back to the surface. You can be better.
I'm afraid you're wrong.
Yeah, I know. He's too far gone. Miss Nutt probably. Yeah, he probably shouldn't, but it's fine.
It is precisely too late when you have drowned.
Yeesh.
But it is a kindness that people like Miss Nutt
Lucky
can make it seem
+5.
otherwise.
He said +5 to all stats. I got lied to. I'll take the lucky, but... Hey, what's up?
Yes, my
There
darling
she is.
servant. Stop your conspiring and look upon your bunny anew.
Hello, bunny. But Peanut's still my one and only. Well, my one and only if you also include Eli and Lotus. Bunny does a little spin as though showing off her dress. Serpent rushes to her.
Yes. Yes! It's done. It's fixed! What in all the hells was it?
What in all the hells? What a phrase. That's funny.
Can you guess?
It's Peanut.
Do not toy with me. Tell me at once.
Ask your cute little maid.
Oh, okay, well, I'm not sure if you really needed my help,
I bet you did. You're very smart.
but I noticed that Mademoiselle Bunny's eyebrows were just barely different lengths, not even a millimeter.
Whoa.
In terms of margin of error, barely noticeable, but not.
But not perfect.
Oh. Okay, I see. So I am starting to understand. So Peanut has OCD, or something of the sort. That's what she's saying. So she notices tiny, minute details. And I think Dorian also has OCD, but his OCD has turned him into just a controlling freak of a human being. Whereas Peanut is like, she notices it, but she doesn't really care. Unless it's specifically pointed out to her. Then she'll like, yeah, no, I noticed that. I can see. So I think Dorian is starting to realize, oh, she's also OCD. You better not be trying to steal her, because I don't want you to steal anyone.
And now, my ridiculously absurd, horribly obsessed, and relentlessly compulsive love?
Perfection.
That's funny.
Personified.
Wow.
Then kiss me. And let me know what it feels like.
Okay, Bunny. We're in public.
I shall.
All right, Dorian, get a room. Serpent and Bunny kiss. You look at Peanut. She mouths the words, "They're weird." I love her. Then she smiles at you. I love her. After Serpent and Bunny finished kissing, they look at you. Bunny fans herself in aroused bliss. This is a hell of a first stream for you, Fluffy. Welcome on into the plane. Serpent smiles.
Let us drink and enjoy.
Dorian is happy. That is interesting. So I wonder if that means that Peanut can help make Dorian not as crazy. All of you turn to Peanut. She smiles. Then she jumps, startled by the sudden realization.
Oh, I'm the one that brings the drinks.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna miss you. The rest of the evening, the four of you eat, drink, and misbehave. Misbehave? That's not a Dorian thing. More than a few other masked patrons lean in to look at you, wondering what all the ruckus is about, wondering why they're not having as much fun as you. Unless, like, Dorian's OCD being quelled is genuinely helping him relax. Bunny and Peanut spend more than a few moments in your lap, arms around you. Okay, do we need both of them? Signaling or stealing a kiss. They almost convinced the Serpent to do the same. Dang, they were trying to get Dorian to make out with me. I don't want that man to kiss me. I'll have Eli kiss me. In fact, Eli did kiss me many times. Many times. Actually, I don't think it was that many, but he stabs the idea with an icy stare. The four of you have an amazing time, mostly ignoring the strange paddling ceremony happening in the pool. Paddling ceremony? Huh. Bunny. Yeah. They're crazy. Although Serpent, well, his name is Dorian. I forgot Bunny's name, to be completely honest. We haven't met her yet in the story. But no, Serpent is a very scary freak. At last the evening ends. Bunny and Serpent slink away. You offer to give Peanut a ride home.
That'll probably raise too many questions.
I think we've raised all the questions, Peanut.
I'm already going to have to figure out a way to explain why I had such a great time while all the other maids were mostly, passive.
Well, that's because I think you're too aloof to be taken advantage of. I don't think you would, I don't think you can realize that. Also, Dorian has you here for a different reason.
Did you have a good time, though? Were
I
you
did.
pleased with your service?
I'm supposed to kiss her on the cheek, and he writes, "Do it," in parentheses. So we're gonna do that. Oh. As you lean in, Peanut's cheek is already blushing, rather intensely. She laughs, then kisses your cheek back.
Well, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yay!
Wow, it's so hot out tonight.
An
Isn't it
unusual
hot?
party went unusually well. You clever fox. That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna go get cleaned up and changed. Have a great night, you foxy fox, you.
Foxy fox.
Good night.
Hi. Peanut blows you a kiss and heads back into the winery. You go to the valet, get your keys, and drive away, with no one saying another word to you. You have a lot to think about tonight. Felt very strange. And you have a sneaking suspicion as to the identity of Mr. Yeah, obviously I know who he is. The twisted world broken against him. What does it all mean for you? Are you pulling at the threads you shouldn't be? You return home. It takes a long time for you to fall asleep. Hey, we got +3 all. We didn't get +5 all. All right, so that was that. We finished our date with Peanut. So now I need to scroll all the way back up. We are in 16 through 22. Evening, go to the hospital. All right, so we're gonna skip through this. This is we see Elle, who is Dorian's younger sister and one of the main lovers, and she's cute. She's sleepy. She's just reading a book to some kids. All right, so we're supposed to run model at night. How much money are we supposed to have? 64,000. I think I have enough. 48, 35, 38, 91. Probably get Suave. 38, 43. Well, I'm running buff. All right, let's run model. I think I have to because I need to get to 100k for the achievement. So we'll do that. So we'll run model twice. Skip through this. Run. So since this is my second playthrough, I am skipping through anything that I haven't done, which at this point is anything that's not Peanut. So we are skipping through most of the stuff, unless it's a little side event that I haven't done yet. All right, so first we're gonna accept Iro's date. Now we are going to go on a date with Iro. Let's see what Mystic has. Doesn't matter. Peanut's just gonna say, let's see. Hey, good morning. I hope you had great sleep. So that party was pretty crazy, huh? I'm still not convinced it wasn't. Felt pretty tame to me. No, yeah, it was pretty. It wasn't a dream. Well, normally I would pinch myself to check, but since I woke up still wearing my sexy maid out, you said you were gonna change. Did you forget to change? Yeah, no, the voice acting is really good. This is like, they found a lot of great actors. And none that I've heard of. I'm not huge into the voice acting world, but I don't know any of them. I feel like they're all amateurs or, you know, newbies, and they're really good. Haha, I was just imagining what other reasons could be. Annie, and my mind wandered to kind of a naughty place for a sec. Ignore me, I'm not a serious person. Anyway, I wanted to say I had a strange but amazing time last night. It was a wacky party for sure, but with you there it felt like, I don't know, like a wild university party or something. It made me feel like we should go to the same university and party together. It was neat. You're neat. Okay, oh, I gotta run. Hope you had a great day. Hugs, hugs, and more hugs. You're awesome. No, you're awesome, Peanut. She's so cute. All right, so we're supposed to go to the beach. Make a save so you get the achievement of Iro's death. I think I did this one already, but we'll get it just to be safe here. Well, I have to make the save anyway. So July 17. 17, not 117. I don't need to say. Okay, I could just say July 17th. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go to the beach, and then we're supposed to say sigh, and then she'll die. Wait, just choose sigh, I guess, over her death. Not right now.
Well,
So this is where we're supposed to convince her, don't do this. So if I say sigh, she's about to do something really dangerous and she dies. Yeah. I think what she does is she drives off of a cliff or something and she just freaking dies. Yeah, so we got the achievement. She's dead. And now she'll be permanently gone from the screen until I reload the game. Like, fully shut it off and turn it on again. So that's fun. But hey, achievement hunting, am I right? All right, this time we'll follow the guide. But yeah, this is basically us just talking to Iro and saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't try to die. All right, and then we go motivation 20. All right. Yeah, she was gonna do something crazy, but they said you don't have like helmets or anything, so like you shouldn't do that. All right, so afternoon pickup, accept Bonnabelle's date request. This is Bonnabelle, she is adorable. Good day, sugar. How's the weather treating you? Getting lots of sun? Speaking of sun, I was wondering what you might be up to when it goes down. Say maybe on Thursday the 18th. I've got a special treat I'd like to make you. With whipped cream, chocolate sauce, served a la bonbon. Ooh. What do you think? Are you busy? Because if you're not busy, and I'm not busy, maybe we can get busy together. Expert line. I'm hoping you say yeah. It's so hard to being seductive over text. We are supposed to accept it. Wow, the 18th, you're mine. Oh goodness, I just screamed a little. My customers are suspicious. I'll see you Thursday the 18th, love. I'll see you there. All right, what are we supposed to do with Mio? Doesn't say anything about Mio, so let's see. Oh, she's just talking. Okay. Hey, it's a me. This is our millennial. She's very silly. But if you don't like millennial humor, you're gonna hate her. Or gaming references. I just wanted to thank you for the wine date thing. It was fun, dude. That was like 2 days ago. That was 2 dates ago, Mio. It was fun and special and fancy, and I loved it. I hope I didn't get too carried away. Ha! Wine has a seat of power in my heart. Anyway, I was just thinking special thoughts about you and wanted to let you know. Looking forward to our next get together. You're cool. I like your face. Okay, I'll stop blowing your phone. Laters. I just ignored her because I'm a Chad. All right, now we actually have a real date with Peanut. Hey, are you around? I've got something sort of important I want to ask you. Yeah, what's up? Oh wow, you're there, and now you're waiting for me to say what's on my mind. Oh gosh, actually never mind. I just forgot how I was gonna type. What I was gonna type. How embarrassing. You know me, silly little Peanut, always forgetting stuff. Have a great day. No, tell me. I was supposed to say. Oh, any choice. Okay. Peanut, tell me. No, I'm gonna say I completely adore you, because I do. I love her. You do? Oh gosh. It does. Maybe? Here goes nothing. Do you want to go out with me? Peanut. Peanut, we've been on like 6 dates. What do you mean? Like on a date? Like on a date? A real date? Please say yes. Intriguing. Tell me more about this date. I'm already spoken for. I technically am already spoken for. I'm spoken for by most of the people in this town, so what's one more? All right. Tell me more about this date. Oh my god, she really is telling me a lot. Okay. Very well, but I must inform you that each moment I communicate, the likelihood that I'll say something off-putting increases exponentially. I was gonna try and say all this in person, but I'm afraid I've chickened out and opted to text-based reveal. I really like you. Wow. I love you too, though, and I've been screaming that this whole time. Over the last couple of weeks, every time we've gotten the chance to hang out or do something together, I've started getting really, really strong feelings, and I've done my best to try to ignore them, and I don't want to put your friendship at risk, and it's so overwhelming. But there's this really special thing happening, a meteor shower that happens every year. This is gonna be so cute. I'm gonna cry. And I'd like to watch them with you together, and maybe we see what might happen if we're together under the stars. Do you want to? I would love to. Oh, I actually said that before I read the line. Dude, I am him. I am him. No, I would love to. It's Izza. How are you doing, Izza? It's good to see you. Welcome on in. How are you doing? We just accepted a date. We're going on a date with Peanut, an official date. Even though I've already done so many dates with her. This is real. These texts come crazy fast. No, so they normally come in at this speed, but I'm just clicking through. Because if I read them, they just gets out all out of whack. So I'm clicking through them really quickly. My bad. You would? You would? That's amazing. Oh, wow. I need to sit down. It's a date. Meet me tonight at the beach. I'll bring everything we need. I can't wait. See you tonight. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys. Where? Who needs real dates when you can date Peanut? Where? Says go to the beach. Use Ito's third date. Well, I'm gonna go to the cafe first. I don't know why.
And
I think
so
he's.
said to her,
This is
"That one
Dimitri.
Mine. Mine is much, much bigger."
I'm sure it is Dimitri. This is a hunk of man. And then this is Lotus. This is the other girl I wish I could date, but unfortunately, not dateable. They said you could date every person in this game, and then they took Lotus from me. It's not possible to date her.
Here you are.
Oh, Lotus. Oh, Lotus. All right. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. We're about to go on Iro's third date, I think. Third date with Iro. All right, and we will skip through this. All right. Both option. Wait, what? Suave 40 or buff 18. Did I miss something? Oh, here we go. I skipped a place. There's a secret picture, but I don't have that DLC. All right. So motivation 25, bam. All right. So now I can pick Suave 40 or buff 18. Both options don't add harsh, but you decide what stat you need. I think it was buff that I needed, so we'll go with buff. All right, any option works. You should not have any points in the black. So there are negative skills that you can get in this game. Those skills are manipulation, deception, violence, hacking, and ruthlessness. I have decided not to do that because it's possible, and I figured it's fun. You don't get anything extra from using those except different dialogue options, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. But also this guide is 100% good person route, so we're doing that. Alrighty, so we can do any option. Your unique friend, pinned to a bed, lots of wrestling, got it.
Excellent.
All right, now we could do buff 21. Now we kiss her. How about a kiss? Oh, they're fighting over me. Cool.
Fantastic.
A man of valor, yes. You don't get too much extra out of it. Let's see here. Whatever you do, do not be romantic or rude. This will ruin your chance. Okay, so yeah. So this is Cassie. This is another girl we're dating, and I actually really like her. She's probably my favorite of the main 5 girls. I actually really hated her at the beginning, but she has a really interesting character, and her voice is awesome. But yeah, she's another girl we're dating, and on my first playthrough, I kissed her, and I still was able to finish the game, dating all of them, but yeah, I don't know why I thought that kissing Cassie in front of Iro was, yeah, a good idea. So I need to tell her, retract the claws. These are my friends.
Hey, I'm Iro.
All right. And then we go, busy at the moment, but I'll be in touch.
Yeah. I don't want to be rude to your little friends here.
She's so silly. And I'm assuming, yeah, we say bye, Cassie. Okay, so she winks. I really thought she would be mad. Okay, now we go nothing serious. So I don't have anything else. Cassie's a friend Eli hooked me up with. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I really screwed this date up because I remember not picking any of these options. I picked all the bad ones. Well, not like bad, but like definitely not the ones that are good. All right, so we have to say nothing serious. I too have to pee. And then we go, you're not homeless. Yeah, she's taking me to her beach house. And we crack a beer and wait. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Every time there's like a black message, he's like, don't do it. But at this point, he's like, okay, I think you get it. Don't pick them. We'll crack a beer and wait. We're gonna sing along. Let's take a look at this. Because Iro is very pretty. And she's very cool. All right. Question. Been a while. Getting some, I mean.
Oh God, it's been 11 months since the last time I had sex.
All right, thank you, Iro. It's like riding a bicycle. Let's see. What's the deal with Callie? I think she likes you. And then we go. You've had a dry spell? Wait. I get the feeling she'd upgrade again in a heartbeat. You're having a dry spell. No wonder you're cranky all the time.
Watch your mouth. You're gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah, these are some crazy lines to tell Iro. Because Iro's already been pretty obvious about she doesn't like being hit on. At this point, she likes me, but still, that's a crazy thing to say. So you have a dry spell? That's why you're so mean.
Well,
Calling her hot is fine, though. Sure. And we go buff 30. Loses cannon. Yeah, he really is. He's wild. He is a wild boy. All right. Let's see. It's been a while for me too. My first choice is not interested. Wait, did she see me kiss her? Oh, because I kissed Callie. So I'm saying I'm not interested in Callie.
are you sure?
And then we go Suave 30. Sounds a little jealous.
Jealous of that bleached blonde, completely empty-headed bimbo.
She's not completely empty-headed. She's pretty smart. It made an impression.
Yeah, I bet it did.
And we get a secret. Yeah, I just clicking that skip button just skipped through all of her depression. She watched her mom die and she blames her dad, even though it was technically her fault. So yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know. Moving on. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. Thought something was off.
Yeah.
And we go back to tickle fight. Skipping through these dates is crazy. And we had a fun night. Yeah. These games are more impactful if you don't skip through them, but I've already done it. I am on a quest to date Peanut, okay? I've already gone through the hardships of all the other girls, and they are good, but they are sad. I'm ready to move on. Yeah, so we talked about her mom. She's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Are we dating? And I say, oh yeah, we're dating. That is a lot of content. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm pretty darn sure we're a thing. Along with the other half of the town, we are dating pretty much everyone. All right, speaking of, I actually lied. We have one more woman we need to date. Or person. One more person.
Good evening. My name is Detective Fumi Zweihander.
Police station,
I'm
look
with
for
the Sub Rosa Police
first
Department.
encounter. Fumi section. Now, this is Detective Fumi. She is nice. And I think we're about to go answer some questions if I can find her. Fumi. Where is Fumi? Secret folders, spoilers. Where is Fumi? Main girls, Iro, Cassie, Mio, Elle, Quill, Eli, Bonnabelle, Alpha, Fumi. Here we go. Excuse me. July 17th evening. That's where we are. All right. So first up, any choice. Good evening. My name is Detective Fumi Zweihander with the police department. I didn't do it.
Good. Then you'll have no.
All right. And then you go any choice again. I won a contest.
That does say.
I think I'm just honest with her is what I'm supposed to do. Let's get it done. We go down to the
Excellent.
precinct and we have some fun. So nice. That's the only thing I want with you. Privacy.
If that was a pic.
We just hit on her while she has very valid questions, and then she falls in love with us. I mean, I'll be whatever you want me to be, officer. We go, lots of cool coincidence. So it's pretty much, you're my number one interest. Then we go, what if I want to be more than a pawn? Excuse me. I'm down for constructive rapport. I think you get the relationship we're going for here. Agreed, let's go Team Fumi.
You're in-
And then, hey, this might be a bit offline, but you're really attractive. Really? I don't think she noticed that. And we go, I'll be direct. You're mind-blowingly attractive. I would lick the mud from your boot just on the off chance you might step on me.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, there you go. You get the idea. You get the idea, right? Trying to give you a little bit of context as we skip through all the stories. It's really good. It's a great game. Also, ads are starting soon, so yeah. Alright, I don't think we have anything crazy for evening. What does he say? Fumi will be your ally if you pursue her and have no negative karma. She'll help you in endgame. Okay, cool. So we run model again. So we need that money. Absolutely wild. Oh yeah, we can go to the beach. It's beach time. I'm so excited, actually. Second date. Here we go, guys. All right, now we get to read. This is all what we're here for. I don't care about the main story. The main story is really good. I don't want to undersell it. I know it's just a lot of sus stuff right now, but I swear there's actually a really good story behind it. I'm just skipping through it all. But it is a really good story. That is genuine, but we're just being silly. By the time you pull up to the beach, the stars are already starting to appear in the twilight sky. The sun has already burned down from pink to orange to a deep, or from a pink to orange to a deep lavender purple, and night approaches. There's an exodus of tourists making their way to their cars as you make your way down to the boardwalk steps. It looks like the beach will be largely empty within a few minutes. I'm surprised. Usually meteor showers are pretty well documented. Especially if it's like a documented one. I feel like there'd be a lot of people there. You make your way across the sand dunes, following the directions Peanut sent you. They take you to an area of the beach that's not manicured, with outcroppings of grassy sandbanks and creating small private inlets. Ugh. You hear Peanut before you see her.
Hey, I'm over here.
She's got a telescope. Oh, look at the sky. That's so pretty. Dude, I love stars. I love space. It's so cool. You follow the sound of her voice. The fading light makes it a bit hard to see where exactly she is.
Keep going. You're getting warmer. Warmer.
I'm very warm. You maneuver between the sandbanks and finally find Peanut. She's kneeling on a beach blanket. Her telescope set up next to her. She quickly gets up and jogs over to meet you.
Hey.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I
love you. Crazy first line, it'd be funny. She hesitates for a moment, then steps closer to give you a hug. The first time you embraced her embrace is sensual. She presses herself into you, laying her head on your chest. She breathes deeply in sighs. Oh, that's cute. When she finally leans back to look at you, her eyes shimmer with affection and nervous excitement.
I guess this is a real date, hey?
Yeah, I mean, we've already been on a real date, but yeah. Woo. You done it already? Why be wasting your time? Yeah, no worries.
I'm not just imagining it, right? I didn't mix up a signal or dream about asking you out?
No, I have the text to prove that you asked me out. Anyway, we're supposed to kiss her, and in parentheses, the guy who wrote this wrote yes with like 1 billion exclamation points in all caps. So I'm also excited to kiss her. Leaning forward, you draw her close to your lips, tilting your head up just so. Peanut's eyes widen in surprise, and she gasps softly. Whoa. That was some voice acting. Wow. That is the sound of somebody getting kissed. Wow, that was peak. I'm not even like being silly. That was genuinely good. What the heck? Okay, go off. She closes her eyes. You close yours, your lips just ever so softly. It's a delicate, nervous kiss. She puts her hand on your cheek, and the two of you allow it to be small, soft, and fragile thing. When it's over, Peanut lets out a flustered sigh.
I will definitely take that as a yes.
Kiss Peanut, the
This is a
best
real
thing you
date.
can do with your lips. That's cute. That was cute.
Come on, I'll explain my little setup here.
I mean, there's not much. There's a blanket and a telescope. But I'm listening. She reaches for your hand and leads you to the beach blanket, looking at you over her shoulder the whole time. Eyes on the road, Peanut, because you're gonna trip and fall. At the edge of the blanket, she kicks off her sandals and gestures a sweeping hand to everything she set up.
Ta-da! All the things you need for successful stargazing. A telescope, my Stargazer 115. Perfect for those lunar close-ups and peeking in on the Galalian moons.
Okay.
A blanket for comfortable sand loitering.
Sand
Please
loitering.
note, it is snuggle-up size. You've gotta sit close to me or risk getting sand in your undies. And me,
She's so cute, dude.
your friendly neighborhood physics major and astronomy expert. Well, expert-ish.
Hey, don't knock. You could call yourself amateur. That's fine. Don't knock amateur astronomers. Amateur astronomers are basically professionals. It's crazy how much you can be an amateur astronomer and still have like so much knowledge. So if you don't think amateur sounds cool, no, you can be an amateur astronomer. It's incredibly impressive.
Tonight is the start of the Perseid meteor shower, basically the Big Mama meteor shower of the year. Tonight, I've brought years of astronomical knowledge, a variety of tools of the trade, and also lots of snacks in case we get snacky.
Where'd you put the snacks?
So, welcome to the peanut date. I hope you enjoy the show.
That's cute. All right, so this one, he says first or third choice. No, I'm supposed to say the first one. I'm so excited to do this with you. What if we get hit by a meteor? That'd be funny. Say I'm excited.
So am I. I mean, yes, me too. This is literally the thing I look forward to the most every year. And now I get to do it with someone special.
Aw.
Here, sit. We've got a little bit before it's optimal conditions for watching the meteor shower.
Peanut kneels down on a blanket, delicately turning to the side and giving you room to sit next to her. She sits near enough that you can feel the soft curve of her press against your shoulder. She smiles once you're comfortable.
By the way, when the shower starts, if you want to... I mean, if it sounds nice, you can lean your head on my lap and watch it that way.
Oh, lap pillow.
Well, it's really nice. If you like laps, I
If
guess.
you like laps. All right, now he says pick the first or third choice. Second is cringe. And I agree. The second is cringe. Why wouldn't you want a lap pillow? All right, sounds amazing. Maybe we can take turns. I think that's pretty nice. We both deserve to see it. Sort of hoping my head would wind up in your lap. Let's go with... Let's take turns.
Yeah, I would like that. I was debating whether or not to bring pillows, but then I thought, where's the fun in that? So, we've got a bit of time before the shower begins. Any questions? I
Any
didn't prepare much of a
questions?
pre-show.
I do love that about this game, that obviously it's a visual novel where you need to find out secrets, so they always have questions. But they always say, do you have any questions? Like it's an interview. Every single girl, every single time. Do you have any questions for me? It's like, guys, why not just say, hey, we have some time to chat. How are you doing? Bam. Easy as that. Question away. We don't need an interview section. It is funny though. All right, we are supposed to choose all from top to bottom. So we'll start with the first one. So what's the deal with the Perseid meteor thingies? You said this was an annual thing.
Oh yes, it is. This particular meteor shower occurs around the same time every year. In fact, there are quite a few that do.
Oh, okay.
And the reason is because the debris field, all the little bits of space rock and ice, originate from a comet.
Mm-hmm.
Comets have a stable orbit in the solar system, and the Earth passes through this field at the same time each year.
But comets are made of ice, so it wouldn't have any debris. Peanut, I hate to bring your amateurish into the equation here, but comets, I'm pretty sure, are made of ice. So I don't know if maybe it could be ice debris. Could be.
The comet has a super cute name, by the way. It's called Swift-Tuttle, which
That's cute.
always makes me giggle for some silly
Wonder if
reason.
that's real. Because everything in this game has usually been pretty accurate. Oh my god, it is real. Swift-Tuttle comet. Yeah, it's real. It's a real comet, the Swift-Tuttle. Cute. Asteroid 109P. That is cute. 16 miles across. God dang, dude. Space is crazy. 16 miles across. That is huge. Dang. That's crazy. Takes 133 years to orbit. That's crazy. Space is so cool, guys.
Anyway, it takes Swift Tuttle 133 years to complete an orbit. So
They really
we don't
just
get to see
Googled
very
it,
often.
just like me.
So it's kind of nice it leaves us this beautiful shower to find. I've always thought of it like a surprise Valentine from a secret admirer.
Aw.
Aww. Now I'm imagining Earth and Swift Tuttle on a little stargazing date. It's so cute! I gave myself goosebumps.
Oh, man. She's killing me.
You look like you have more questions. It's honestly my favorite expression in other people.
Can you use meteors to tell my future or anything?
No, you goof. That's astrology, not astronomy.
That is true.
This time, I know you're being silly. I am the last girl you want to ask about whether the constellation you're born under has an effect on your love life or credit score
Credit
or
score?
whatever.
That'd be funny if it could. I would believe in astronomy or astrology if it told me about my credit score. That being said, I do love constellations and like the lores about them. It's really interesting. They tell some interesting stories.
Just to be clear, I don't mind people being into that stuff at all. I find it all a bit silly, but science isn't about dismissing stuff out of hand. It's about curiosity.
Damn, that's a good take.
So as long as
Solid
people are looking
take.
up at the stars, I'm pretty happy. And I guess on the other hand, that the meteor shower may have actually had an effect on my love life. It's the reason we're out here, after all.
Dang. All it took was one date to convert her. She's an astrologist.
It just occurred to me.
Actually,
that we
that's
could've
a
arrived
different
20 minutes
job.
earlier and watched the sunset too. Whoops.
It's fine. So do you take all your dates out here? Is this the key to your seductive ways?
Oh yeah. If you count Bonnabelle, I've had a whopping 2 dates come watch the Perseids with me.
Hey, I mean, I'd count that.
And I would like
Bonnabelle
to
is,
state for the record,
Peanut's
the last time I
cousin.
brought her out here, we were attacked by ants. So it
Oh.
was not a good date for
What are
Peanut.
the ants doing up at night? Usually they're asleep, right?
No. I'm always trying to trick or bribe people to come watch them with me. But you're sort of limited by whether or not the watching conditions are good.
Oh, that's true.
Too much light pollution, bad weather, a seriously bright moon. There's a lot of things that can interfere.
That is the only thing that I will say that is relatively weird about this is that all of these lights out in the distance, there's no way you'd be able to see a sky this clear. You can technically see a sky this clear. Not with all of these lights. Also, there might be just a few too many galaxies and colors. But you could definitely see something this cloudy. It's crazy. If you're in the right place, yeah, it's wild. But no, probably not with all of these city lights. There's no way you'd be able to see that. You'd probably be able to see a fair amount of stars, though. This is pretty remote, so...
That's why tonight is perfect. Sub Rosa is excellent since they use low-pressure sodium streetlights to cut down on light pollution.
That's not how
and
it
the beach
works.
is naturally shielded by Rose Mountain.
That is. That sodium has nothing to do with it.
So, perfect spot, perfect conditions, perfect company, perfect night.
Perfect Peanut. That's you.
Oh, I can see Venus flashing us over there. And look, there's Mars and Regulus hanging out together. It's almost time.
Cute. Copium. Got a wish ready for tonight?
Huh? Oh, you mean like wishing on a shooting star?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just imagine what happens if you make a wish during the Perseids and 100 shooting stars try to grant your wish.
Hey, that's more chances. The more the better.
We're sitting here, watching the sky. Suddenly, 10,000 corgis come running right at us.
That's a lot of cool. Maybe pick one that you could have, like, maybe I want a lot of money. That's a solid wish. Peanut laughs so hard that she has to wipe away the tears before she's done.
Wow, that just tickled me. Sorry, that was probably super odd.
It's fine. It's what makes you unique.
But, I might have a wish. Maybe. I can't tell you what it is, though, of course.
That's
I
how
hope
wishes
you have
work.
your wish ready, and make sure it's not corgis.
Yeah, I'm actually more of a husky guy, so we're about to be mauled by 1,000 huskies. Peanut suddenly springs up, pointing at the distance.
Oh, look! See that big old shiny star there? Right above the horizon? That's actually Jupiter.
Ooh,
I
cool.
love Jupiter. And you should too.
And you should too.
It actually winds up protecting the Earth a lot from major asteroid collisions due to the influence of its gravity.
That makes sense. Like a cosmic bouncer. These are stupid jokes.
Yes, exactly! Jupiter is a bouncer, the solar system is the nightclub, and the asteroid belt is all the scrubs that want to hit on the Earth. Jupiter isn't having it though. Big Brother Jupiter keeps everyone in line. Except for the odd dinosaur-destroying jerks that manage to slip by.
We can't expect Jupiter to always save our butts. 10,000 sled dogs came running at you, yeah. I'd probably love it though. They're cute.
Anyway, that's not the reason I
Whoa.
love Jupiter.
She got a little cat mouth. Look at the art style. Cute. I love her. Why do you like Jupiter?
See, the thing is, when I was a little girl,
Oh, lore.
one of my earliest memories was going out to my cousin's ranch during the Christmas holidays.
Yeah, it's what's her name? Maribel. Reference to Maribel, another Valentine cousin from the game Crush Crush. She is a cowgirl. She's cute. All of the characters are cute, obviously.
I was only 4 years old at the time, but I always adored visiting my cousins. I remembered playing freeze tag with flashlights and catching fireflies.
I think there's 4 or 5 Valentines. The only ones I've met is Maribel. Obviously, there's Bonabelle in this game. And then there's Bon. And I think that's all I've met in Crush Crush. But I think there's a couple more that I haven't met / they just aren't in the game. But yeah, and then Peanut is a cousin. So yeah, they're cute.
One night, my dad took me out into the field with his trusty telescope. He always called it his spyglass, and used it more to look for pirates than stars.
What? Okay.
On that night, though, he had me help him set up the telescope, and after some adjustments, told me to look through it. And I saw Jupiter.
Okay.
And not just Jupiter. I saw all 4 of the Galilean moons.
Wow.
Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto.
That's cool.
They were right there, floating around this big, smudgy planet. And I realized, even that young, that I was looking at it with my eye. Does that make sense? It's a weird feeling to describe. I had seen Jupiter 1,000 times in pictures on the TV, that sort of thing.
It is cool though. If you ever seen a planet like Saturn's the pretty obvious, like, yo. But anytime you see like a planet and you can like see it with like a good enough telescope with your own eye, you're just like, whoa, that's cool. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with Peanut. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's like, yo, what? It's there. It's there. I'm looking at it. You know, it's cool.
But the telescope, it was just glass and metal. I was looking right at Jupiter.
Technically, a
The real
TV
deal.
is also glass
The
and
light
metal.
from its surface crossing space, straight to my eye.
It's cool.
That moment, it sparked a deep love in me. It stayed with me ever since. And I feel like a lot of my love for space and science started right in that field, looking through that telescope.
I don't know when I did that, because I was into that space and stuff well before. I don't know when I got into it. I might have just always been into it. I don't know, but it definitely helped when we had an amateur astronomer help us learn about stars when I was in the Boy Scout, and oh, that was so much fun.
So, yeah, it's important to me. I'm sure you can tell by the 1,000-word essay I just spoke at you.
Peanut pauses, tucking a loose strand of hair behind her ear, obviously a bit embarrassed from having shared something so intimate. Why would you be embarrassed? It's fine. I love the way you speak. Wait, they put Riz in here? What? This game came out, what, 2 years ago? This game is pretty recent. I didn't think it was that recent. Oh man, I'm not saying that though. I have to say, I love the way you speak with such passion.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't mean to give a speech or anything. I love sharing this stuff. I almost can't control it when I start talking about it. Don't let me forget, though. I gotta set up the telescope to check out Jupiter later.
Yeah. That is a crazy reference to just say Riz.
It's worth a hassle. I promise.
Like I said, it's because all the other references are like millennial boomer humor. Well, not boomer humor, just millennial humor. So they're referencing really old stuff. I don't think Riz has been around that long, right?
Oh, look, that's Saturn over there.
I guess Peanut is still in college, but I don't think college kids are saying Riz. At least unironically, in everyday conversation. The sky darkens more, and bringing it with it more and more twinkling lights. The two of you spend the next while talking about constellations and comets and planets. So unfortunately, with the moon there, that would make this awful, because the moon is light pollution. So, yeah, and I don't think you could see this well if the moon was up. So you would want a new moon. So rest in peace, this art. But it is beautiful, though. I don't care. Brain rot enjoyer. Apparently, Peanut is obviously deeply happy to tell you every name and every interesting fact she can pull out of her brain. You need only point at something, and she has 100 things to tell you. The two of you laugh and chat, the sounds of your voices barely a whisper above the swoosh of the ocean breaking against the shore. Peanut is staring dreamily at you, listening to you describe some of your memories stargazing, when suddenly her eyes light up.
There! I just saw a shooting star.
I think I've seen maybe 2 shooting stars in my entire life, so I've really never seen any. I would love to see a meteor shower, but I have never seen one. So I've only seen like 1 or 2. So rest in peace.
It's starting. Here, lay back.
Peanut pushes you over, then looks a bit startled with how much force you use.
Oh,
You
whoops.
die.
My bad.
Cut to like a dead screen. She quickly lays down next to you, her hips touching yours, and points up.
Okay, the shooting stars are up there, in case you get confused.
Oh, thanks, Peanut. I didn't notice. She's cute. She turns to you and looks up. Or she turns and looks up, wonder and anticipation dancing across her features. Hold her hand while you watch. He says, hold it next to the choice here. You reach over and hold Peanut's hand without looking at her. In your peripheral vision, you see her look at you in surprise. Then she smiles. Her hand links with yours. Time slips away, shooting stars streak across the sky, sometimes bursting with glittering fragments as they strike the atmosphere. Peanut doesn't say much for a while, mostly she points and gasps whenever a particularly magnificent meteor streaks by. For a while, this is your entire world. At some point, Peanut props herself up on her side, so she can look into your eyes. She is laying directly against your side. She smiles, her eyes searching yours. She looks to your lips, your chin. You can tell she is taking you all in. She gets slightly more serious, dreamy look. Her blinks seem to slow, and the way she softly licks her lip. Alright, the licking of the lips kind of took me out of it, to be completely honest. Smoochy time. Why would you lick your lips, Peanut? Before she speaks, stirs something, or before she speaks, what? The way she softly licks her lips before she speaks stirs something
May I
in
ask you something?
Sure.
Something sort of serious.
I'm supposed to say yes. He says, don't choose to. Think I know what you want to ask, and maybe you shouldn't. What do you mean? We've already made out. Yeah, what's up?
Cool. I don't know why I feel like I have to ask before I ask a question.
Yeah, you don't have to.
That's just Peanut.
It's okay.
I actually got a couple, but I'll start with, do you like me? I mean, like me.
Yeah, dude, my heart is pounding. My heart is pounding. I'm such a, I don't know, a loser? I don't know. My heart is genuinely pounding right now. I feel like I'm actually... I don't know, man. To be fair, a lot of it is the nostalgia, because I loved stargazing as a kid, so a lot of it is emotional nostalgia. And then it's a date with Peanut on top of that. It's man, I'm feeling things tonight. I am feeling things tonight.
I want to be sure.
I don't think I want to discover it. What? Dude, these are crazy. I'm saying yes. I have to say yes.
That's
That's
really good. And that was a weird way to reply. really good.
Hey, I think it's good. We're just two awkward people.
Definitely not a poet over here. I'll ask my next question.
Yeah, she's also very good
Are
at the
you
voice acting.
Seeing anyone?
About that peanut. So, about that, yeah, totally not, right? I'm definitely not seeing anyone else. Whoops. Don't tell her. All right, shh, it's a secret. She doesn't need to know.
Wait, that didn't come out right.
Okay.
I mean, obviously you're seeing people. That's not what I mean. What I meant to ask is there room for me in your life?
Now that's a different question. That is a different question. Am I seeing people? Is very different than is there room for me in your life? So what you're saying is that she's open to... I don't know, man.
Is it okay if would you be into maybe...
I'm supposed to kiss her. Kiss her, kiss her. Apparently, if we choose 3, your plants will wilt. I think they mean that in real life. I'm gonna kiss her. You move toward Peanut, indicating your desire. As she's above you, she winds up being the one to lean into the kiss. Her hair falls softly onto your face. Her kiss is soft and tender. She bites your lower lip and softly sucks it. Peanut. Okay. Shoot, why did I click skip? I didn't mean to do that. Bites your lower and softly sucks it. Your tongue touches gingerly for a few moments. When she stops, her face is red with breathless delight. Yeah, me too. Wait.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. I didn't even have to answer. Peanut lays back down for a short while returns to looking at the shooting stars. You can sense she has a nervous energy. She fidgets, and you hear her take several deep breaths to calm herself. You have the sense that she wants to make a move on you. Oh. Let her make a move? And the guy just says, stop trying to make it end. Every time there's a bad choice, he's like, don't do it. Yeah, let her make a move. You clear your throat and ask her what's on her mind. The sound of your voice startles her, and she quickly gets up on her knees.
Oh, it's really silly. I've been thinking a bunch about how we met, about why we met. For the last few weeks, the memory brought me so much anxiety and embarrassment.
But now I'm so glad. Oh, we met by, I have a very expensive watch for some reason, and she was going to use it to time like gravity, what she skipped rocks or something. She had a good reason, but she threw my watch into the ocean. So that's why she started hanging out with me, to make it up to me, because she was like, I'm so sorry. So yeah, there's that.
And while I'm still intensely sorry for what happened,
Whoops.
I also think,
What?
I don't know, I'm also intensely happy we met and had a reason to hang out so much.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. That watch was a fake. So yeah, it was all a ploy to meet you.
It's like the world's biggest silver lining, at least to me.
Oh, it was great.
And I was thinking, the stuff I was working on, what I needed your watch for,
Yeah.
it's really dear to me. Like, basically, the more you see and know about it, the more you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to tell you about it, if you
Yeah.
want more of me.
I want all of you. I'm supposed to say, tell me.
Okay. My work is on general relativity, the study of gravity.
Mm-hmm. Peanut blushes, getting a slightly flustered look, but she gestures for you to sit up so she can lay down.
I'd like to demonstrate what I'm working on right now. Do you know much about gravity?
A fair amount about gravity. I do like the relativity stuff. It's a really interesting way to think about the world. Not much beyond... Alright, I could pick anything I want here. So, not much behind the falling down. Don't know about the attraction of heavenly bodies. Force of attraction generated by mass. I mean, yeah. You're thinking about Newtonian physics. What a nerd.
Yes. Well, also no.
Come on, Peanut.
We definitely call it and treat it like a force. But the actual mechanics of gravity don't work the way most people think.
Jeez. Oh, it's a swimsuit. It's a swimsuit, but what the heck? It's a swimsuit, guys, but I'm covering the screen. She's teaching. Hi, voice. Thank you for the. You didn't see that, right, boys? You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. All right, let me just speed through this description of the theory of relativity, or general relativity. Peanut lays further back and raises her shirt, revealing her bikini top. She gets a shy but coy smile. See what? It's fine.
You see? Gravity is all about the curvature of space-time.
It is about the curvature of space-time. That sucks because she's right though. This is actually a good explanation of it. This is actually a really good. I hate this, but it's good. Why did I peak cinema. She reaches over and takes your hand, gently presses it against her stomach.
At first, when there's nothing around, space-time is flat.
I know you can't see anything. You're not supposed to see anything. You just listen to my voice and listen to the explanation of general relativity. You might learn something. Peanut guides your hand over her stomach, your fingertips gliding over the soft and invisible hairs around her belly button. What the heck?
When you move through this kind of space, it's not very exciting. You just sort of go wherever you're aiming at. But introduce a little gravity.
Peanut brings your fingertips up her ribs, stopping just shy of the bikini strap. I'm telling you, dude. Also, yeah, voice, thanks for recommending Fluffy. I really appreciate that. That was really nice of you. But no, this is actually how general relativity works. Bro, who wrote this? This is a crazy description, and it's right. I love this.
And space-time starts to get more interesting.
Peanut begins to glide her fingers slowly along the surface.
See, gravity isn't pushing or pulling you here, but you can't stop it from affecting your journey.
Mm-hmm.
It curves space-time, changing what it means to go, changing what direction even means.
She glides her fingers down the center of her chest, her eyes shimmering with desire.
You might think you're caught in the pull of gravity, but it's only an illusion. You are simply accelerating toward the place space-time has been most curved toward.
Mm-hmm. Peanut glides her fingers back up, following the bikini, and traces a gentle circle around the fabric, her eyes dancing with glee and desire. I know you guys are probably like, whoa, this is so sus. I mean, it is pretty sus. I'll be completely honest. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be like this. But I'm more impressed at how genuinely accurate this description of general relativity is. I did not think that Hush Hush would have an incredibly in-depth explanation about how space-time curvature works, like how gravity affects space-time. It's kind of insane.
All the stuff of the universe. All the stars.
Another
and
time
planets and
push.
dust.
No, I don't want a
curving.
voice.
All of it drawing together.
I want to learn about general relativity instead of Platt.
And when enough of that stuff has been drawn together,
Peanut begins to glide her hand down to her stomach, hovering just above her belly button.
gravity will create something special. A place where space-time curves so much, it falls into infinity.
That's where a wormhole is? Presses the tip of her finger on her belly button. Her cheeks flush an intense red, and she smiles with embarrassed pleasure.
And that is gravity's magic.
All right, I gotta bring up the guide. It's supposed to. All right, so we make out with her. After a long pause of utter anticipation, you slide your hand back up Peanut's stomach. You draw closer to her, laying on top of her and begin to kiss her. She makes a quick sequel. Yeah, I was gonna say sequel. She makes a quick sequel as your hands left her body to yours. Okay, happy squeal. And she begins to kiss you with the excited passion.
I want you.
Okay, I get it. I get it, guys. The nape of her throat, and a shudder takes over her entire body.
Oh, wow.
Your hands explore. Okay, guys, we don't need to know this, right? You guys don't care if I skip through all this right now? Dude, what? I don't want to have to mute this either. All right, pausing for a moment, overwhelmed, her body relaxes by the word she pulls you. Her eyes have an intense hunger, having fun. Suddenly you hear a voice screams behind you at the beach. Yay! All right, well, that's 2 scenes. To be fair, that's only 2 scenes in the entire game that I felt the need to actually cover. So, honestly, not that bad. I was a little worried because there is a different DLC, which I do not have, but I was interested. For a moment I was a little worried. I was like, they didn't like put this in it, right? But no, they did not. Suddenly you hear a voice screaming behind you. The sound fills you with dread. There is no name.
Freeze! Officer Fumi!
Fumi.
SPD!
Fumi.
What are you perverted hooligans doing on my beach?
We're learning about general relativity. What is wrong with that? There's no crime in learning about Einstein. He's a smart dude, all right? And frankly, Peanut has explained general relativity I can't talk. I'm having too good of a time. But I understand it now, okay?
Public indecency? Oh, your naked asses
We're
are
not naked.
mine.
I didn't buy the DLC. I mean, I bought the Peanut DLC. Peanut looks at you in abject fear. Run, I'll distract her. Pocket sand.
Seriously?
Peanut does as you say, grabbing her stuff and taking off in the opposite direction of Fumi's voice. She did leave me speechless. She really did. That was fun. You pause for just a moment, allowing Fumi to get eyes on you.
Aha! There you are. All too easy.
You take off for the water with Fumi hot on your heels. So she's gonna be hot on... I'm gonna be hot on her heels? Trying to think of a joke there. There's a joke there. She's gonna step on me is what I'm saying.
That's right. Run. Makes it more fun for me.
You make it to the into the surf and swim away as fast as you possibly can. Fumi stops at the shore and laughs.
If you think you've escaped me, think again.
What were you doing out here? Fumi, what are you doing here at night anyway?
I will find you if it's the last thing I do.
All right, Fumi. Jesus Christ. You are insane. Fumi. After a while, finally, she takes off into the shadows. You give it a good while before coming back to shore. Wait, I'm just like chilling in treading water. You make your way to your car and drive away before Fumi catches sight of you and chases your car down on foot. You get back to your house super late, your mind whirling from intense emotions and a severe need for sleep. Well, that was definitely the best date so far in the entire game. And I swear it's not because of the last part. It was genuinely because of the first part, and that brought back a lot of memories for me. The stargazing and whatnot. And honestly, I can't get over how well that description of general relativity worked. If you know anything about general relativity, that's honestly really hilarious how well that worked. Anyway, we are running model again to make some more money. Oh, Peanut. Shut up, Mystic. All right, hey, it's me, Peanut. Last night was amazing. Being with you, touching you, I've never done anything like that before. If you don't mind, can you let me know if it was too much? I've been thinking over and over. I may have gone too far, or made you uncomfortable, or misread the situation, or last night was incredible. No, I'm gonna say best science lesson. It was really good. I'm not gonna stop talking about how incredible that description was. No, don't make fun of me. You're making. No, I'm not. I'm genuinely impressed. I'm like the least sexy, confident person on the planet, and the whole thing was about gravity. That's what made it so cool. Because everything you said was right. It was sexy and factually correct. That's the best part, Peanut. It sounded so much sexier in my head. And then I said it. And even though things got super fun, I kept thinking about I must be super cringe. Even though our evening was, let's say, interrupted, afterward I couldn't stop thinking about you. Like I didn't super remember how I got home. I may have just floated there on a cloud, thinking about you. The way you kissed me, the way you felt against me, it was like a dream. Hoping to do that again, maybe more. Not in this game. Not without the other DLC, not in this stream. Not with this wholesome streamer. Totally. More is what I was thinking. Maybe we should take... No, more. We have to say more. More, yes, more is great. More is the best. I love her so much, dude. She's so silly. More, yes, more is great. Wow. I just got a head rush. Like when you stand up too fast and your brain and blood situation takes a dive. Sorry, that's not super romantic, but the way you make... Oh my gosh, the way... Okay, stop. The way you make my heart flutter sure is. Okay, well, I should stop bothering you. Thank you for such an incredible night. You're my favorite. Just everything. My favorite everything. I'll be thinking about you all day. I hope you cross your mind too. Bro, I think about Peanut a lot in my daily life, to be completely honest. I think about her a lot. Hugs and kisses. Oops, she's upgraded to hugs and kisses instead of just hugs and more hugs. We're getting better every day, baby. All right, let's go to the cafe.
Oh gosh. How
Hey,
did I
Lotus.
lift the water tank that high? At least
Yeah.
I brought today.
Thank you, Lotus.
Here you are.
All right. So morning, go home. We have a date with Quill today. Let's see what we got for dates. We have a Bonnabelle date tonight. All right, so we're supposed to go home. As you arrive home, you have a strange feeling of dread. Reaching for the door handle, sense of deja vu, uncanny feeling. Read what it says. Dear valued customer, we have delivered your hunt. Okay. Yeah. So you have to make it to this day. If you don't order fish for Quill, she'll starve to death and die. Yeah. You rush inside, calling her, looking in each room, find her. There she is. This is Quill. She's cute. She's a cat girl who lives in our house. She's eating some fish.
Keep more food for kitties in the house, by the way. Kitties are a carnivorous animal and need their meats to be happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Want to join me?
Yeah, sure.
Great! Grab some food. Not this food. This is my food.
Okay, I'll get my own food. You and Quill share a fish and cracker banquet, including some cheese for yourself. I think we've read all this. Okay, Quill, what's up? It's Quill again, your kitty. I need you here. Do I say yes? Deny. She'll reschedule. Okay. So we say can't do it. Darn it. Okay, I'll find a different day that works. Talk more later. Cool. So now we go downtown. Who do we go to see? Take a chip and eat it? Oh, take a chip and eat it. Cool. Only option that does something worthwhile. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, so whatever. All right. It's time for... Oh, I didn't do... Well, nothing here was really important, so let's grab a July 18th. July 18. Technically, it's not morning, but it's whatever. Okay. All right. It's Bonnabelle date. This is Bonnabelle date number 3. Oh, man. You know what that means, guys. If you're not a main character, you only get 3 dates. Oh, man. I'm so sad. Whoa. All right. I don't have a lot of options for this. I have 2 options. I feel like this is something different. All right. When you arrive at the bakery, the lights are off and there's a closed sign on the door. Also, look at these fireflies. Very cool. You notice, however, a small heart-shaped sticky note on the glass that says special deliveries knock 3 times. On the ceiling if you want me. I'm old. I am old. Twice on the pipes. I think I made this joke the last time, so. Alright, so since we already did this date with Bonnibel last time, skipping. We're gonna kiss her. We have a nice date. And then we break up. And then we break up. Or no, does she break up with me? Wait, that feels weird. Why didn't I get a perfect date with that? I want to reload that because there's only 2 choices. How am I supposed to have a perfect date? There's literally 2 choices. Huh? Let's go here. So first, I'm much better now?
I am too, baby.
And then make out with her? That's it? I guess there's no way to make it perfect. Let's reload. Alright, so we kiss her and make out with her, and that's it. That's all you can do. Okay, interesting. That's really weird. But yeah, that was a really short date. So unfortunately, I think her date ends with us. Maybe, no, we don't break up. We just never go on a date again. Her story just kind of randomly ends. All right, so we're here. This is July 18 night. So we go home, we run model again. I'm pretty sure we have so many stats that we're going to be running model for the rest of the game to get that 100k achievement. We're getting pretty close. What are we at? 80? 90. We have one more day. So yeah, after tomorrow we'll get our 100. We'll get 100. Yeah, I'm supposed to have 81k. I'm already at 90k. So I don't know what I'm doing different here, but whatever. All right, so we're going to accept Cassie's date. I'm going to start picking up the pace here. Skipping to the next Peanut events and all that stuff. Because I think Peanut is the only things we haven't done. I will pay a little bit more attention when the main story's going on. Because I want to see if the DLC changes anything. But I will be speeding through a lot more of these. So, Bonnibel. Yeah, no. So we do keep dating Bonnibel. But we never actually go on a date again. So that is the last not the last we see of her, but it is the last we go on a date with her. So rest in peace. Go to the park. +1 motivation. The only option that does anything is clean the bench. Okay. Afternoon, the beach DLC. So this is going to be Peanut July 19th event. So we have more Peanut stuff here. Pretty short though. Also, new song. If you go fast, okay, cool. Cruising down the boardwalk. There appear to be more tourists than usual. The sidewalks are more packed and jaywalking abounds all around you. There appears to be some sort of market event going on. There are more stalls and more buskers, more people who believe bikinis and speedos are streetwear. It doesn't look like you are going to be able to find parking. We pick lucky. But a spot opens up in front of you. Illegally park. Parking tickets don't scare you. That's funny. All right. A guy. Whoa, that was a fun little thing. Fun little fill. A guy in sunglasses and a sports jersey makes eye contact with you as he pulls out of the spot. The two of you exchange nods. Game recognizes game. Then he pulls away. Peak cinema. Several cars behind you honk their jealousy as you pull into the perfect parking spot. You can tell many have been circling the block likely for hours. Somewhere nearby, a crowd of people break out into applause. Is that for you? There's no way to prove it's not. There's no way, dude. I'm not that cool. Also, we have ads coming up pretty soon. Rest in peace. Peering at the various booths and tables, you quickly assess that most of the items for sale are overpriced tourist knickknacks. You find 8 or 9 booths selling organic crystals. One booth is selling therapeutic punches. Another is just wheatgrass. Not seeing that much that interests you, you mosey over to the boardwalk where the sound of distant ice cream truck seems to be emanating from somewhere. Suddenly you hear someone yelling behind you.
Look out!
It's a peanut. It's a peanut! I'm excited. You turn to see someone in rollerblades barreling towards you. It's Peanut! First or second, suave or buff? What do I need? Probably buff, right? Enjoy your ads. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Let's see. Lean down and scoop Peanut off the ground in one arm. Catch and spin, ending with a perfect tango-worthy dip. Sure, we'll do that. Just as Peanut is about to crash into you, she closes her eyes and shrieks.
Sorry!
Oh my goodness. With a flourish, you glide effortlessly to the side and scoop Peanut by the hip. The two of you spin and spin with force and of her momentum finally come to a stop as you dip her rather spectacularly. Peanut opens her eyes, and after a few confused blinks, she immediately blushes, her eyes transfixed with awe.
Wait, how did you...
Hi,
wasn't I-
Peanut. Whoa. Why do you have the band-aids? That's what I'm really more concerned about. What job is this now? You need to get jobs with better outfits. You need to get jobs with people that don't make you wear this kind of... I mean, I'm not complaining, but, you know, I would like to have a word with all of your bosses.
Good gracious! You must be an incredible dancer. How did you even?
It's one of my skills. In Crush Crush, dancing is a skill you can max out, so... You help Peanut back up and steady herself.
So hey, let's reload the scene and start from
What's
scratch, shall
up,
we?
Peanut?
Hey, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Peanut, rolling around at the speed of sound, it would seem.
So, are the band-aids because you keep falling over?
Thank you for saving me.
It must be.
Well, let's just say that if P equals MB, my M wasn't bringing much to that party.
That's stupid joke. Stupid joke. Peanut, you're killing me with these jokes. Or on the contrary, your M looks like it knows how to throw a party. That's fair.
Oh, but M in that equation means...
Wait, what did I mean by it? I don't know what you meant by that. Only 10-second ad? Let's go!
Oh.
Enjoy
Oh,
your 10-second ad. Hope it was fun.
I think you just called me scientifically thick.
Oh, so he was saying mass. I was like, what else could M mean? What was he talking about?
If that was on purpose? Wow. Thank you. That's very... Is there a more aggressive word for flattering?
I don't know if that was really... That's a very risky joke, because mass is not technically thick. So, people would probably more, assume that with weight, as in I'm calling her fat. So, I don't know.
Well, I better keep going. Got a bunch of caffeine and taurine and rich compounds to disseminate.
Yeah. Let's see. That's sort of like telling me what you're up to.
Oh yes, I've got a veritable laboratory of scientifically dubious stimulants in my bag here.
Okay.
Many have bold claims, such as imbuing the consumer with appendages for flight, but these claims have yet to be peer-reviewed. Sorry, this is a running joke with my university friends.
I want to
We
meet
make silly
them.
things
They
sound
sound fun.
needlessly complex or scientific. Just smile and nod. In fact, that's great advice for all interactions with yours truly.
Oh man, that reminds me of something stupid I did when I was a kid. It was like all of us, like as a group. So when I was in high school, I went to this engineering program. So it's like half a day at a specialty school. And most of the classes there were like trade schools. So like there was a cooking class, there was an HVAC class, there was construction, there was cosmetology, so like hair and stuff. And I think that's great, especially now that I'm older and I realize that. I think trade schools are awesome. So that way, as opposed to going to high school and just going to college, you could go to high school and half the day you learn a trade. They could get you certified and you get whatever, right? So that was the point of that school. But they also had an engineering program, which engineering, obviously, it's not a trade. It's something you go to college for, right? So I was in that, and there's a little bit of prejudice because we were engineers, and one of the teachers who ran like the whole school, they got really mad at our teacher and at us because we acted like, I think what happened was the construction class came down. They were building a bridge and they wanted us to look at their design and give critiques, like with the physics and stuff or whatever, do our civil engineering, which I wasn't a civil engineer, so I didn't know. But, some simple statics, just like, physics stuff, just to see, hey, would the bridge collapse? And we had some ideas like, hey, you should do this because it's going to break. And so we gave that back. Somehow that got back to the actual, like, person who ran the school. And she came in and gave us this huge, massive, like, we had some simple, it wasn't like mean, like, you suck. It was like, if you do this, it's not going to work. It's going to collapse or whatever. It's going to break, right? That's really all we said because we were kids telling other kids about their design of a bridge. But somehow it got back to us like showing off our superiority. And so she went on this like big 20-minute rant about how we think we're so much better than the rest of the kids at the school because we're engineers and we don't think we're, but then she ended up calling us an academic elitist. I remember this because Peanut and her friends are being stupidly like talking about scientific stuff and knowing that it's stupid, So we didn't really do that, but sometimes when we saw her around, we would start talking about useless stuff that was like really advanced, like it wasn't advanced. That was the point. We were just saying stuff incredibly complex, but she called us academic elitists. And unfortunately we were loser kids. And so what happened was, we made t-shirts that said academic elitist, and we wore them to our that school, to that graduation. And so yeah, that kind of backfired, and I do slightly regret because I didn't fully believe that, but I did have a little bit of that in my head. But that was, she definitely should not have said that. And we kind of threw it back in her face. Yeah, not my proudest moment, but that was really funny. The academic elitist. I still have the shirt somewhere. It's really funny. It just says like academic elitist, and then it has like our graduating year. That was so much fun. I can't believe our teacher, and I mean, because she was also chewing out our teacher, and honestly, I don't know how much I actually liked the teacher. I'm glad I went and I learned a lot from him, but he was definitely a little bit cocky, pretty cocky, very full of himself. But yeah, he totally did not stop us from making that t-shirt because he got chewed out in front of us too. And he was like, yeah, no, you can make that shirt. I'll let you wear it to the graduation. It was a lot of fun. That class was fun. But yeah, definitely someone who had a lot of time on their hands. Their job, we don't actually know what their position was, because they gave themselves the job that they had. It was definitely interesting. But yeah, when Peanut was talking about just saying over complex stuff just to sound smart, that it reminded me of that, because I used to do that. But I mean, we did that knowing that it was stupid. We weren't actually trying to be better than anyone else.
But yeah, just continuing my part-time adventures in
It was
part-time
funny.
employment.
But yeah, anyway, what job are you doing rollerblading around?
Today, Peanut is skating around the boardwalk, handing out samples of energy drinks, and sometimes she skates sorta okay for a few minutes until she gets to a hill or a crosswalk.
Well, that sounds like fun. Anyway, rant over, back to the game. At least your uniform is super cute.
Yes, exactly. That's actually what made me sign up. The job description made the whole thing look and sound super fun. Unfortunately,
Also,
that was a
she
bit
has the
too much of
Momoy
an ego
Midori
peeker.
headphones.
The picture of the uniform didn't show the feet.
Oh, you didn't see the rollerblades.
Let this be a reminder to always read the instructions in full
Yeah,
before
you
commencing
absolutely
any major
should,
undertakings.
especially if it's a job. Read the full job
But
description.
Hey, looking on the bright side, I'm getting tons of opportunities to work on developing my center of gravity.
I guess so.
I mean, come on. You know me and gravity. Love that stuff.
I'm sure you do. Peanut, would you like a bit of help?
Oh my gosh, yes, please. I can't skate well, and my ankles are sore, and I'm regretting all my life choices so much right now.
I'm interested. She said rollerblading, not roller skating. I feel like skating is easier than blading.
No one is taking the drinks. Everyone
They're
just
both
stares
pretty
at me.
hard.
There's even this guy who looked like he was dying of thirst, and he just shook his head.
Why? Why wouldn't anyone
I'm so bad at
take
this,
the
and it's going
drink?
to take all day, and... Yes, please. Yes, please help me.
You're
I would
doing great,
appreciate
Peanut.
it so much.
You take Peanut by the hand and gently begin to pull her along the boardwalk. At first, she is a tangle of nervous and embarrassed energy, but as you help her gain her balance, she becomes more confident and relaxes into it. You help drag her to groups of people without the sudden threat of being crashed into. They're much more receptive to her offers. With each successful customer, Peanut lights up more and more. She starts saying mush when she wants you to go, designating you as her trusty sled dog, and it all comes full circle. What was I asking for? Sled dogs. What did I become? Her sled dog. It's just one big beautiful circle. I love this game. Within a short while, all her drinks are gone.
Thank you so much. That was so much easier without crashing into my customers. How can I pay you back? This
Yeah, it's
paid
fine.
$100. Can I split it with you? I'm sure you got a crazy workout from dragging me everywhere.
Let's see. Split a 50-50? No, we're not doing that. Yeah. This guy says pick the first or third choice. You have over 78K. You don't need $50. In my case, I have over 90K. I don't need $50. First or third, let's just say you owe me a favor. No, you keep it, Peanut.
Are you sure? You really did make this whole thing much more bearable. In
He
fact,
does
you kind of
deserve
made
a
it
hell
fun.
yeah.
Well, okay. But the next time we're out, coffee's on me. Hopefully not on
Peanut,
me.
I have an
Just
absurd
satisfy me.
amount of money.
Well, I better head out. The sooner I'm out of these skates, the better.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks again.
No problem. For a moment, Peanut sort of shifts towards you. Her expression is a bit distracted and dreamy, and the movement surprises you. Her eyes meet yours, and there's a pause. The way she looks at you, you realize she could be coming in for a hug, or... Suddenly her face reddens and she laughs in embarrassment. Shakes your hand.
Yep, thanks again. Put her there, and great job. Better get going.
Peanut. I love her so much. Ah, man. Are you supposed to be pressed for cash? It depends on how you play the game. It's really easy to make money if you do the easy route, but there are hard modifiers. But even then, it's still not too hard. But no, you can, depending on how you play this game, because it's a very choice-based game, which is why I'm using a guide. You can definitely be pressed for money if you're not smart about it. But I mean, just running that model, which you have to get to 25 buff, which isn't that hard. But then you get 10k every day, so it's really not that hard. Even on my first playthrough, I did play on easy, but it was not hard to... I never felt like I was out of money. It's because they scare you, like, you might run out of money, and so you just keep hoarding it, and you're like, oh, I actually don't need that much. So I think I got to like 70k on my first playthrough, so... But yeah, with this run is specifically focusing on getting a 100k achievement, so we'll get there. Peanut begins to skate away, not entirely sure looking where she's going, and after almost crashing into a palm tree, she laughs again and starts to watch where she's going. You decide that's enough touristing for the day and head back to your car. Nice. So that was just the DLC event. So let's head back to July 19th. Okay, so we went to the park, we did the DLC, it's arcade time. I wish it was I really do wish it was that easy. All right, back to skipping, we're playing some games. Accept Elle's date request. Don't really want to go to that. I'd love to be her date. Peanut's just gonna say thanks for hanging out. Whoa, my gosh. Okay. Hey, it's me. Just want to send you a quick text to remind you you're cool and awesome. And also, you have a weird special power to swoop in just when I need you most. I'm well aware of this power, and I am just simply must accept that you're fantastic, and I'm lucky to have you around. That's all. Thinking about you lots. Hope you have a great evening. Whoopsies. Wasn't done reading. I'm well, this power fence is here. I'm going to unwind in a bubble bath and never think about energy drinks ever again. Actually, I'm already having a bubble bath. Huh, that's annoying. I was gonna send you a super cheeky picture, but I just won't send. Okay, well, you'll have to use your imagination. Imagine a naked peanut floating slightly above the waterline, facing away with various bubbles not quite covering the view. Oh, and there's a generous side poof. When did Peanut was not this flirtatious. We unlocked something inside of Peanut and she's like, I am going all in. I'll leave you alone. Least sexy pic ever. Peanut, I love you. Never change. Saved your stream. No. Oh man, she really did. I could have been destroyed. All right, we're supposed to go to the restaurant with Cassie and use her third date option. This was the one that was really hard because I had to realize I had to order water for Cassie. It was really hard to find that. Okay. But now we have a guide, so it's going to be super easy. So this is the one. Cassie's the one where you need a lot of money. So we buy the expensive wine. That's sort of the idea.
You. All right, let me check the lead.
She's so pretty, dude.
Raymond.
All right. Money doesn't matter. The company does. Let me say no, we're not doing that. And we go, are you not enjoying this? Do you want to go somewhere else?
No, I...
Can't skip leg day.
Whatever.
Let's see, you didn't get me one. Oh yeah, so this was definitely a really uncomfortable date. Oh, but we get to give her a hug. So I might have been screwed over because I didn't have enough buff. But she basically she's not used to being in a fancy place, so she starts pulling pranks and everyone looks at her. She's like, yo, what are you doing? And then I just, it's really hard to console her, but I guess it worked out here. Secret photo, you can tell me. And now she's telling me about her job. She works for the mafia. Any choice? Secret? Third secret? Okay, let me say no, but she shouldn't talk. Not here. Don't worry, I understand. I had a good time.
Oh.
Blow a kiss. And then I pay some money. It's the safest option. None really do anything, but I'm unsure of hidden karma system. Okay. I don't think there would be a hidden karma system in this game. That would be too mean. All right, so I said I was going to get to 100k tomorrow. That's not true because Cassie just stripped me of 4k. So thanks, Cassie. I'm just kidding. I still love you. All right, so now we can go home. We run model again. Shoot. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. It's fine. I'm still way ahead with money, so it's fine. I'm still ahead of money. Like I'm supposed to have 81 and I'm already at 90, so I'm good. I'm good. Not great, but we're fine. All right, Cassie thinking for the date. Mystic is just yapping away. I'm probably gonna no, I'm not gonna cancel him. All right, hey, it's me. I hope this text message finds you happy and healthy and awake. I never know when it's too early to text someone. I just wanted to send you an important reminder that you are awesome and this day had better watch out because it's going to seize the heck out of it. You're going to seize the heck out of it. You absolute metric unit of amazing. She's so supportive. I love her. Oh, and also to remind you that I can't stop thinking about you and would likely sneak into the shower if I was with you if I was there. Imagine that I am pressing against you, awkwardly shivering, having an absolutely fantastic day. Thinking about you all the time. Hugs and kisses and nibbles. Wow. Wow. July 19th. Here we come. Yeah, okay. So we go to the beach. And we do any choice. Any choice, approach him. Why not? Yeah, this guy was talking to Iro, so we just don't say stay away from him. We can do any choice. See, thanks for being kind to Iro.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's go get our coffee here.
Oh, wow.
Someone not used to being fancy restaurants. She sure needs a lot of money. Yeah, it's part of her character.
Here you are.
It's all part of her character. All right, now we go to the mall. 500 money. Stop making me spend my money. I'm supposed to donate to the charity kiosk. Okay. We get a lot of skills there. We have a winery date. This is L's third date. You cannot miss the reschedule. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. We have L third date. L third date. $100 needed. That's fine. Spend $100. And then motivation 35. You look magnificent. She is very pretty though. Go Suave 60. Jenny, I have no idea. We go. Is it any choice? Any choice. We'll be silly.
Oh, dear. There you go.
You said any choice. I'm doing it. All right. Let's lick some squids.
I'm so...
Yeah, this is where we're trying to cheer because Elle has been controlled and sheltered by Dorian her whole life, so we're trying to get her to open up and be crazy and pull a little prank, you know, have fun. So please stop saying it. It's been too much.
Would you rather I play...
And she ends up pushing him into the fountain. Oh my god, we're playing this game. That's what I have to do.
Is this like sex? Is that the penis game?
What a quote of all time.
Is this like sex? Is that the penis game?
Uh-huh. L. Oh man.
Oh, I see.
We're trying to make her rebellious, okay? There is a reason for this. Try a little louder. All right, we go. Yes, I have. Now we get her drunk. Well, we both get drunk. All right. Negative hearts, but this is the only option for the secret. So don't worry. Okay.
No.
She's not going to like that, but that will give us the thing. Now we kiss her passionately. Oh, hey, you're here. Hey, what's up? Any choice, no bad karma, yada yada.
Yeah.
Any choice, I haven't the faintest idea.
Yeah, and that...
So that's Cassie's sort of pseudo boss. Imagine coming in for a VA gig and you have to read that. Yeah. Oh, this is where we meet Bunny. So any choice, I'm gonna pinch her bottom because that's how I met her the first time. No, what was it? Yeah, I thought the last time was slap.
What in the world?
Hi. She's silly. I like her. All right. Are you related to Elle Reed?
Oh.
Her name's Bella. But she's cute. And then every time I meet her now, you can slap her bottom and it's fine because that's just the joke now. It's funny. But you have to do that on the first time, otherwise she gets really mad. But if you do that the first time, now you can do it whenever. All right, so we are on July 19th. Okay, home. It's a Ronin. How are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we run model. All right, we got to be getting close to 100K, right? Yes! 6 figures! Woo! We got our 100K achievement. That's what I like to see, baby. All right, July 21st morning. It's a quick day. All right. You joined at the perfect time. All right, so we go to the cafe. Yeah, right now we're just still going through all this stuff here. Give a motivational speech. But we are pausing for when... I think we have to accept Quill for when we get to Peanut's dates. We finished everything except Peanut. So we're really only pausing for Peanut dates. And if I ever think I'm missing something from the story. But I feel like that's going to come naturally through the Peanut DLC. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. All right, so we got it. We're going to go hang out with Quill on the 21st. Nia, cafe time. Spend some money. All right, now we go to the bakery. Let's see, exactly the person I wanted. The person who makes me feel safe and Fumi. That's funny. Let me go. Give me a donut.
Oh my.
All right. Let me go home. It's evening time. Oh, it's Quill's date. It's kitty date time. I'm so excited. Quill date 3. All right. Quill date 3. Any choice. All right. Clear your throat. Someone learned how to use the washing machine.
Ah! Oh, it's you. You're not a bear.
I'm not a bear. Maybe you could do the laundry first. And then we can go motivation 28.
Oh.
And then we can do, if you'd like that. If you do it like that, it'll get all wrinkly.
I'm not sure that's it.
Then we go toss a sock in the air. You suck at folding laundry.
I know.
I know.
I know.
She's so cute. I love her. I love everyone in this game, let's be honest. Alright, start somewhere easier.
Oh.
So where we get a secret? Let's see. Like a pea smell? Yeah, so basically what happened is Quill, the person who came before me. Wait a minute. No, okay. The person who came before me to save the girls was murdered for trying. And Quill witnessed it. So Quill witnessed the murder. So we're trying to figure out who killed him. Which doesn't fully get answered. It's very, very obvious. If you know who did it. But they don't, at least in the ending I got, you can't figure it out. Your guide never figures it out. Glad I can help. It's easy being a nice, good kitty.
Yes, that.
All right, these are some different options here. Let's rub her ears. More head pats. Yay! That was new. Cool. Did we get a secret? I don't think we got a secret. Oh, you did get a secret. Okay. So her third secret. Boop, 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 boop. She witnessed something bad and something smelled strange. It was the smell of a gun or the smell of blood. Yeah, this game does have its dark moments. Not too many, though. All right, so 21 night. We're running double mod. I guess I don't have to run model anymore because I already got my 100K. So let's run these, see what I need. I need some more Suave, and I think I just need Suave. So let's run Suave here. Alrighty. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. So many people. Accept all the date requests. You have a lot of free time. Okay. So accept them all. Alright. Definitely some dark moments. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of really sad parts in here. How about I take and give the fancy date thing a try? Alright, Iro. Tonight, fancy place. Accept them all. Say bye. I'd love to spend some time. We got Mystic telling me some stuff that I don't care about. We got Peanut, which I will read. Hey, good morning. Just a daily reminder that you're ridiculously awesome and amazing and just the right amount of badass. Also, you're unreasonably hot. Like, it doesn't even make sense. You're perfect and I like your butt a whole lot. Now, get out there and make this day your B word. Man, you know what I'm talking about. Rhymes with pitch. Oh yeah. Have a great day. Hugs and kisses. No nibbles today though. No nibbles. That's a little sad. All right. Wow, this is a lot going on here. But DLC Town. Now this should be 20. Oh wait, let's make a save real quick here. Oh, I skipped yesterday. That's not good. July 22nd. Okay. All right, this is close enough. So now we go to Peanut 22. I do get a little bit spoiled at her outfit every time I click on these, but it's not a huge deal. Walking down the street, through downtown, you notice that the streets are somewhat less busy than usual. Despite the relative lack of parking spots, the number of tourists seems oddly low. The answer to this mystery comes when you turn down 2nd Street and are met with a series of blockades and a sign that says "Street closed for filming." Strolling another block, you finally discover where the crowds of people have gone. They appear to be clustered near the edge of a film set. Sure enough, you spot a sign that says "Caution, filming in progress. Producers and crew apologize for any inconvenience." Peeking at the crowd, you see what appears to be 2 actors engaged in an emotional scene. There's a dog in a reindeer costume. Fake snow litters the sidewalk everywhere. Decide to skip the crowd and continue on. You pass by several more closed-off areas filled with trailers and fencing and faux police tape. Suddenly you hear a familiar voice call out to you.
Hey, over here! Look at me!
I would love to look at you. You turn toward the voice and see Peanut running towards you. At least you think it's Peanut. She's dressed as a Christmas elf.
How's it going? What's up? What's new?
What are you up to? Oh, this is kind of factual. You know all those Hallmark Christmas movies? All of them are filmed from July to August, I think. They're like all filmed in the summer. Because it's just cheaper. And, you know, it takes time to edit them down for Christmas. But yeah, most of them are filmed in summer. I think they get 2 weeks. I looked up the process because, you know, everyone is like, Hallmark movies are so formulaic. You do not, first of all, not all of them are. Some of them are genuine, like actual, but like the ones that are, they are like formulaic. Like there's so much that is just this like set up. Like they could film 10 movies in like 2 months with how they like lock these in. Like it's literally a formula almost. It's really impressive actually how they make them, but obviously not all of them are. There's actually a couple that are not based off of the formula, but most of them, it's like really impressive. Because yeah, they might all be very similar, but they're all really well made. So to make that many movies in that short amount of time, well, that's just all the filming. You have all the editing and stuff, but it's impressive the amount of work they put in and how well they turn out. And it is like, you don't understand how formulaic they really are. It's incredible. I highly recommend looking up how Hallmark makes their Christmas movies. It's actually interesting, and it kind of makes me appreciate them. Because I don't know. I think they're fun sometimes. They're just silly. All right. What's up? So we can say, my exact fetish. Never thought I'd see the day.
Oh my gosh, right? Don't you just hate it when you have a kink that's just impossible?
I don't remember when Peanut became
of
like
course.
this.
The only impossible kink I have is this one knot I've got in my left shoulder blade.
Ah, that's a good joke.
But I appreciate the thought. The thought, of course, being that me dressed as a scandalous elf makes a good impression. Just watch those 30 thoughts. Otherwise, you'll end up on the naughty list for sure.
God, Peanut, when did you get like this?
Anyway.
Bro, we
that's
dated her
probably enough
once.
pretending that
We went on
everything's
one
normal.
real
Shall
date
we
and
address
she
the
has become a new
elephant
person.
in the room?
Alphafent? Okay, that's kind of silly. Pick any choice. Yes, please. Your adorable puns do nothing to distract me from my quest for answers. True story. I almost wore that same outfit today. Man, that would have been embarrassing. We'll see. Quest for
Aha,
answers.
nice. That's the spirit. Honestly, that's an approach to science, life, and relationships that everyone should have. But the reason for the seasonal outfit
Complete
is because
180, yeah.
drumroll,
Well,
this
it's
is a
weird because
costume
she's
for a
still the
movie.
same quirky self, but every now and then she'll just throw in something wildly sexual, and I'm like, whoa, okay, that's not the Peanut I remember.
That's right. Plain old Peanut is officially an extra actress movie person. I've got lines
Yay.
to memorize and a makeup person and everything.
Really? That means he became part of
I
the
actually
Actors
got
Guild.
hired to do a bunch of setup for the filming. Walking the
Okay.
streets, handing out water, a bunch of non-union stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to be part of the union if you're gonna speak on camera.
But when the director spotted me eating a sandwich, she declared I was a heavenly elf, and I simply must help save Christmas.
Okay.
I'm so glad I stopped to eat that sandwich. It was catering for the crew, and I technically wasn't allowed to have any. But you just
Weren't you the
can't
crew,
keep
though?
me away from cute little egg salad sandwiches.
You literally said you were part of the crew though. I'm confused. Peanut, once again, I want to meet your bosses. Your bosses sound like crap. Yet again, crime pays. Sounds a bit like a director. The director's a bit eccentric. Yeah.
Oh, you guessed it right. She is very, very small and very, very bitey.
Bitey?
That's a weird word to use, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's accurate. Sharp teeth, too many for her mouth, really combative.
Wait a minute. This is probably referencing someone again. It could be Bear. No, it wouldn't be Beverly. There's no way. Is it Mina? I'm trying to think which one of the girls it could be. It could be a guy, obviously, but I don't know any of the blush guys. I don't know what characters have sharp teeth. There is a cheetah girl. There is a cheetah girl. I don't think she has sharp teeth, but there is a cheetah girl. She's not combative though.
But of course she must be a genius, because she recognized my talent from across the room while I was stuffing my face.
And granted, they could just be, not every character is a reference to Crush Crush, but a lot of them are. So I'm always thinking.
Anyway, long story short, after some quick and rather alarming measurements taken, they whipped up this little number, and now I'm Chestnut, Santa's little helper.
I have no words, guys. I have no words. I have no words. All right. So we have to ask all choices top to bottom. 2 asks the real meta questions. Okay, whatever. Tell me more about these alarming measurements.
Oh, wow. They were super thorough. Like, why do you need to measure my tongue? Kind of thorough.
What?
They took measurements for my forehead, the length of my toes. They even measured that little spot on your back, you know?
What the heck? Peanut pats her back just above her
That
buttocks.
spot where people get tattoos and then wear super low cut jeans or whatever.
What the heck?
Apparently there might be a girl power scene where the lead actress goes out with a bunch of elves for Christmas tattoos. On paper, it sounds really suggestive, but the director has assured us it will be tasteful, which
Tasteful.
sort of makes it sound worse.
Me trying to explain, me trying to convince you guys to play this game. Guys, I'm telling you, it's tasteful. It's not suggestive. It's really tasteful, I swear. Man, I'm never gonna let this down. But I don't really care because I'm having a good time. So,
Anyway, for taking a million measurements, so far it doesn't appear to have resulted in much costume. In terms of overall volume, still super cute. 10 out of 10.
it is a
Would do
cute
measure again.
costume. I don't know about that one
Oh,
though.
And I get to work with a golden retriever. Did you see him? His name is Mary, like Merry Christmas.
That's cute. All right. What's the movie about?
It's super fun, actually. It's not like a big
Yeah, this
budget
is a
Hollywood
great
thing.
game. I
It's
like
one
it.
of those little soap opera movies
I
for
never
soccer moms.
play. I try to keep my streams incredibly family friendly, and yeah, not with this one. You know, Nekopara was actually less sus than this, and I kind of regret it, but it's also really fun.
The story is about this man and woman who meet in a small town by chance.
Yeah, okay.
They're both there on business. They hit it off.
Blah blah.
Turns out the guy is Santa's lawyer or his accountant, something administrative. Guy wears a bunch of suits.
Yeah, you know what? That's a little
But
twist.
she lost all belief in Santa Claus a long time ago because she asked him for a pair of figure skates, but wound up plunging into a frozen lake on Christmas Day when she got them.
That seems like her fault, dude. That's literally like the Christmas Story where the kid gets a BB gun and shoots himself in the face. That's her fault. That's not Santa's fault. It's because you suck at figures. I'm kidding.
But it turns out Santa knew she was going to fall in and gave her the skates anyway because if he hadn't, she wouldn't have discovered her love of pottery and intense business
Her
negotiations.
love of pottery. You know what? I would watch this movie. I don't care. I think that sounds awesome.
There's a trial. The guy almost drowns in the lake but is saved by the Christmas dog. There's a drug cartel working behind the scenes for some reason.
Bro, this sounds sick. I would watch this movie. This sounds awesome. Somebody needs them. Hallmark, get your writers. Get your writers on this.
It's so bonkers and insane and tone deaf, and
I
I
don't
love
think
it.
it's tone
and
deaf.
we'll watch it 1,000 times in my PJs with a bowl of
Yeah,
ice cream.
dude. I'll watch this
The
movie.
magic of cinema, I tells ya. By the way, make sure to stay away from the snow they're spraying on the street. It's very chemical-y.
That's not very safe, but okay. Hallmark, yeah. Like I said, you know, they make one genuine, unrelated movie like per year, or unformulaic movie per year. This could be that. All right, I can't help myself. Chestnut, little helper.
Huh? What are you confused about?
I'm not confused. I'm more concerned. Skid mark down. Peanut looks down at her cleavage for a moment, then looks back at you with shocked mischief.
Oh! You naughty person, you.
That's not me. That's the director. Like, seriously.
Look, just because Chestnut has a bit more holiday cheer than the other elves doesn't mean she's not the best darn present wrapper in the workshop.
I don't doubt it, but you don't call a character Chestnut. Okay?
And I don't think it would have gone over well with movie audiences if they called her Chesty.
They
Santa's
could have
well-endowed
called her,
helper.
like, Sarah. Could have called her Jingle. All right? The amount of names you could have called her are infinite. All right?
That's an entirely different movie, you loon.
Oh my
Don't you be
God.
making fun of Chestnut's chestnuts.
I'm not making fun of. Okay.
Oh, and if I can, I'll
Nutmeg.
try to sneak you some desserts from the catering truck. I don't know what they put in their cheesecake, but it is good.
Sounds like you're having fun. Or having a blast here.
I definitely am. Honestly, I can't even believe I'm getting paid for all this. It's such a fun opportunity. Feels like no matter which way you measure it, this is a lucky day to be Peanut.
Well, you got measured in a lot of different ways, so.
And hey, before I forget, I want to thank you. Honestly, I would never have had the nerve to accept an offer to do this. Pretty crazy thing if it weren't for you.
Oh, okay.
It's been such a wacky summer. Working all these weird jobs, getting into all kinds of weird situations.
Classic Peanut.
But every time I've gotten nervous or felt like hiding from the adventure, boom, there you are, being all wonderful and supportive and funny. Just the fact I've seen you today, like this, means I know for
Aw.
sure it's going to be a great day.
No lingerings of a peanut disaster happening, so you give me way too much credit. It's just a nice gal who's nice to me. I mean, do we kiss now? Let's just say, we'll say she's nice.
Nah, you're way more than that. You're good people. I think you get me a lot more than you let on, and you let me be me.
I
That's
try.
cool.
I try.
So no sidestepping this compliment. You're cool, way cooler than me, and I appreciate all this coolness you got going on.
No cashew.
Anyway, I'll keep on talking and talking about myself if you
That's
let me.
fine.
How are you doing? How's it going? For real.
Still thinking about last week. Classic guy response. Dealing with a bunch of serious stuff, not sure how it's gonna work out. Yeah, this is my first playthrough, I'd say that, but I already know it's going down. Having a great day. You know what, screw it, still thinking about last week.
Yeah.
Peanut blushes and rolls her eyes with feigned embarrassment.
Yeah? Well, I was thinking a lot about that too.
I'm still thinking. Guys, I know I'm gonna sound like a huge nerd. I can't get over that she explained it that well. I can't get over. I have heard a lot of people explain general relativity, and a couple of them have genuinely made me really understand it. One time it just clicked and I'm like, oh, I get it. Peanut genuinely explained it really well, and that was the craziest way possible. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, you know? I'm just that impressed. Sure. No, I genuinely am. It's so cool. If you know anything about general relativity, she did a fantastic explanation of how it works. That's how it works. It's so cool.
Actually, I wanted to talk a bit more about it, but I'll save it for now.
Yeah, probably not right
the
here.
Sort of thing to chat about on the clock with a million cameras nearby.
Probably not a million. This isn't Mr. Beast Games.
But, yeah.
Actually, I don't think Mr. Beast Games had a million cameras, but they had a
Good
lot.
Times. Well, I should get back to it.
At least 1,000.
I'm due on set in 30 minutes, and the director is always nicest to the people who show up earliest. Oh, but hey, before I go, I got a fortune cookie last night that had a really weird fortune in it.
What did it say?
The fortune was a question instead of a prediction, and it just stuck with me for some reason. The question was, would you rather an enchanting mind, an alluring body, or an attractive spirit?
You have all of them.
What do you think? I wanted to know what your answer would be.
All right, so first or second, I can't say body. Interesting that I actually can't say body, given what's going on. Obviously, I won't do that. So I either get tech and suave for mind or buff and motivation for spirit. Probably go with mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I picked too. But I think it's a great choice. Though, truth be told, some of us aren't really lacking in any of those features.
Now, I know she's referring to me, but it really sounds like she's talking about herself. I know based off of who Peanut is, she's definitely making that a compliment about me, but that really came off as her saying, yeah, some of us aren't lacking any of them.
Oh, before I forget, I wanted to
so
tell you
silly.
something.
What?
I heard on the news today that the big yearly storm that hits Sub Rosa is expected to really pick up this week. Like, batten down the hatches type of stuff. I just wanted to offer, if you need, like, a storm buddy or something, I can zip over to your place in a heartbeat.
Who do I hang out with? I think I hang out with Elle. Yeah, I hang out with Elle, and that basically ends the game, is hanging out with Elle during the storm.
Bonnie was saying she might check in with her friend Elle if things are looking a bit iffy. And she said if I had anyone that needs looking after, I should let them know.
Basically what happened was Elle and Dorian had a fight because Elle was like, yo, you need to stop abusing me. So she went to her own house and lived there. And I think a tree crashed. This is huge spoilers, I guess. But, yeah, Elle weathered the storm on her own, and like a tree crashed at her house. So you go over and help her out and stuff.
So this is me
And
letting
then
you know.
Plot
Peanut.
happens.
Peanut. Storm
Hey,
buddy,
if I could hang
so
out
you
with
don't get
Peanut
frightened
for
by
the
yourself
last
during the
date,
storm?
that'd be fun. Sounds like fun.
Well, if hunkering down to survive a catastrophic weather event is your idea of fun, who am I to second guess you?
But yeah, the main plot or the main time ticker is there is a huge storm that comes, and if you don't save all the girls or find out all their secrets, by the time the stores roll around, they will die. Whether that means they die due to the storm or die to other reasons, that's what happens.
But
So
yeah, we'll make it fun. Maybe trivia or board games? Think about it.
okay, I'm thinking about
well, time to fly, I think. Get it? Like Santa's sleigh?
it. A good joke.
I'm super happy I got to see you, though. You're like my good luck charm.
Oh,
Or maybe I'm your bad luck charm.
no, you're
Either
good.
way, it balances out. Take care.
Bye. Peanut reaches out for a hug. Hug her back. Go in for a hug. Interrupt it with a tickle. Give her a suspicious look. No. We'll give her a nice little hug. Peanut embraces you. She presses her hands on your back. and breathes a deep sigh of contentment as you squeeze her back.
Have a good one. See you soon. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Peanut blows you a kiss, then runs off down the closed streets. You get back to your car. The smell of fake snow is starting to make you feel dizzy. You decide not to take your chances. All right, well, perfect time for ads, because I think we're about to have a couple days of skipping here, so... That was cute. More cute peanut dates. Oh, I love them. July 22nd morning. That was just DLC. So we did phone L. We did phone Iro. We accepted all the dates. It says go home. All right. It's raining. Oh, yeah. So she was digging a hole here.
But if you want...
Enjoy your ads, people. I'll see you in a bit. Hopefully they're going to be fun and entertaining. We'll be skipping through here for a little bit. All right, quick question. Yeah, I'm following.
Good point.
And then he's inside a box. I think so. All right, so we got another date with L. Whoa. That's sad. I don't remember that happening. All right, so where am I supposed to go? Go to L's house. Use L. What? Did I miss something? Hold on, I'm gonna reload. Dang it, but I did the... What the heck? Did I screw something up? Oh, did I not? Oh, shoot. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, that's not good. I hope I remember all of these.
Aha!
I might need to go back really far. I think I might have screwed something up. Did I not accept? Oh, I didn't accept her date. No, I said what he told me to say. Why didn't she accept my date?
That sentiment always made me sad in the past. Thinking about how... Oh, it's super fun. Huh? I definitely... Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God I figured it out. Let's go. I just needed to click it. That sucks. So I clicked I would love to, and then I backed out, but I didn't hear her full response. Oh man, thank God I... Woo! All right, that was a close one. Okay. Now we're good. We're good. Saved. The game is saved. Yeah, because if you don't go there, she basically dies.
No, but if you...
Because she can't survive the storm alone. Following.
Good point.
Keys in the box. I think so. We get some money. There she is. All right, we're going to Elle's house. We got it. We got it. Guys, you didn't miss anything. Welcome back from ads. You didn't miss anything. I perfectly got to Elle's date. Nothing bad happened. All right. Hope you had some good ads, though. Hope they were entertaining.
Hello.
All right, so we go motivation.
Don't be silly.
We go suave. We go any choice. Then we go 40. You're the boss here. Jane's fan. Yay! I'm glad they were entertaining. Cool fact, Elle's voice actor drew the picture on top of the chimney. Did she? Oh, so you drew the picture of Elle and Beverly. Cool. Yeah, this is Elle. She's a narcolepsy, but she's cute. And I love her. Any choice? I'll have some cookies and tea.
Dear, no.
And any choice. There we go. See, so this picture apparently, so this is Beverly. Whenever I mention Beverly, that's her. But yeah, Beverly in Crush Crush used to be a literal bear, an actual bear. And then you date her and you go on a bunch of stuff, and then you give her a potion, it turns you into a human. So that's Beverly, but that's cool. So the voice actor of Elle drew that picture. That's really cool. Thank you, random guide guy. All right, let's see.
Oh, I didn't, did I?
All right, so now she's talking about the other stuff. That
Yes,
sucks. And then now we basically are trying to let her know that, hey, Dorian's an idiot.
Yes,
It works. All right, my pleasure.
and my...
Okay, with an actual bear to make them human? Yeah. The dates aren't nearly, not nearly as in-depth. It's just an idle game. You can flirt with them, and it just gives you a bunch of dialogue boxes. There's no real date, but there is a mild story. But it's really just mostly for fun. There's no like serious writing. At least not so far. And I've been playing the game for about 6 months, maybe? I don't know. All right, this isn't tea. Any choice.
Elaborate?
And then are these satin?
Oh,
She's also really rich. Let me kiss her. And then this is how... This is now the Try to Embarrass Elle challenge. Okay, so that was part of the DLC. Yeah, okay, this is DLC. Yeah, no, I guess I am pretty rich, 110k. So I need a guess, because this is a DLC guide, and I don't have DLC, so,
oh,
we always use these, let's see. Okay, but that's skipped over, so now we're back on track. In spirit. You're the most attractive person I've ever met. Motivation 30. God, I hope I can do this. We kiss her. Kiss her more. Come on, come on. Please don't make me redo this. Search for clues. Check the papers in her room. I didn't do this, so I'm gonna quickly... Recent entries about you, about interesting... Intimacy, marriage, cookies, at a dream where she and Bonneville kissed. She's finding out about herself. Medical records about her narcolepsy, medications, a number of specialists, you have a referral. Psychological assessment from when she was 5. Wow. All right, this is what I want to know. Concurrence with reported symptoms during unrelated health evaluation is the conclusion that she has narcolepsy. Okay. Cool. Blow the head. A blow to the head. Oh, so she got neurological trauma from a blow to the head. So somebody hit her on the head. The opinion of the panel: the Sibulin should be temporarily removed. So he hit her on the head. Blunt force trauma. Instrument with a hammer or a baseball bat? Yeesh. Okay, well, remember when I said I don't think Dorian does physical abuse, he only does verbal? Granted, he was a kid, but still. I guess I take it back. I take it back. Never mind. Although E. Reed and D. Reed are not blood siblings. Oh, they are not. Sure, strong familiar bond. Frequency of D. Reed's behavior decreased by half since... Okay.
You waited.
I did wait. Okay. Thank you, Saribot. Are you ready for it? You can stop. I'm just happy being with you. How about to brush your hair? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no, I didn't get it. No! Guys, it's over. Dude, 2 in a row? What's going on? I didn't get it. I have to replay it now. Dang it, that sucks. Where's my load, though? Where's my load? It's so far back. You know, it's fine. I don't care. I don't really care. We're still gonna get a good ending, right? Do you need to perfect date every one of them? I don't think I have to, right? I don't think I do. You know, it's fine. We're just moving on. Moving on. I will make an addendum to this. Or amendment? I don't know. Bad L date. Just in case I ever want to go back and refix that, which I don't think I do. I think I'm fine. All right, how much time do we got? I think we got another day left. We can do another full day. Unless it's like a really quick one. Let's finish out the week here. July 22nd. Running model again. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. 22nd evening. Go to the restaurant and Iro's 4th date. Date Iro 4. All right. This is tough because the right choice is invisible unless you redo this date a lot. This date starts with an encounter. Whatever you do, don't be a punk, act like a respectable civilian. Yeah, no, that's fine. This one was hard too. So this is Iro's dad, and it's so hard to find the right option. So he's basically saying, don't date my daughter or I will get mad. And it is really tough to get around him. Because you need to agree, I will break up with your daughter, but then not do it, I think. All right, let's see what he says, though. Good evening, I have no idea. Was it speeding? I didn't look like it was speeding.
No, not.
And then it says, here we go.
Yeah.
Fumi's in the car with him. All right, here we go. Let me go. Cassie and I are good friends. Basically what he does is he knows that Cassie is a part of the crime syndicate. So he says, I know where Cassie is. If you date my daughter, I'll kill Cassie or I'll put her in prison forever. So he basically blackmails me. So it's quite the accusation. Yes. You're Iro's father. I understand. And then we go to the restaurant. No matter what you say, you have to say you're going to do it or else they tase you and drag you downtown, missing the date. Yeah. It's crazy. All right. So here we go. You look great. This date does end horribly. It's crazy.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
no way to win. Because then you tell her about her dad and she hates her dad because she still thinks that her dad killed her is the reason her mom died. He didn't think she killed her, but so it basically ends up she finds out that her dad stopped us, and then she gets pissed. It was fun. I want you more than anything. Now this is where it gets tricky. If you don't break up with her, you get a game over. Follow these steps to keep the A+. I need to think about it. Yeah, look at that. Perfect, and then I push you away. Oh wait, is there a way to save the date? Because I ended up... The only way I could do it was breaking up, and you still end up dating her, because what happens is she runs away, she gets mad, she gets really pissed, but then she calms down and texts you later, and then you get back together. But it is really scary because they really drive it in you. If you fail a date, you lose, but it's fine to fail here. But apparently there's a way to not do it. I'm not who I say I am. Everything you know about me is a lie. This option keeps you on the right path, doesn't lower your grade.
No, I don't believe that.
Let me go. Your father forbid me. Okay, now she punches us.
What did you say?
She punches us and she drives home. I'm skipping that because she gets really mad. All right, so I guess there is a way to complete that date. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know there was a way to finish that date. I thought it was like scripted. All right, now we're at 22 night. Let me find it on the page here. All right, 22 night. Go to the restaurant and we run model. I don't think I need the model job anymore. So let's just start running. Yeah, because I have my 100K. I'm good. So let's check. What do I need for tomorrow? 72. I need run motivation. Have enough suave. Have enough, a little more buff. Plenty of lucky. So let's run motivation. Motivation. Oh my god, there's so many people. Yeah, so see, here we go. She goes through and she's like, I just need a little bit alone, it's fine. She gets back together with you, so it's fine. I guess we'll do a couple more days if we're going to be skipping through. L, she's basically like, thank you, whatever, Mystic, blah 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 blah. Peanut, I need you to be happy. This is the sad part of the game. This is the last week, I think, or second. Yeah, I think it's the last week. Yowza, have you been checking the weather reports for the last 2 days? Good morning, by the way. We've already predicting the incoming storm is going to be those once in a lifetime type of storms. Don't forget to bring an umbrella if you go out, and perhaps some type of flotation device. Be safe. I know you think you're a main character out there, but, well, actually, now that I think about it, you know what? Never mind. PJ. She knows I'm the main character. Oh, she only gave me hugs today. That's sad. All right, we're going to the park. We see L. We're going to go, wow.
Oh.
And then we go suave. And then nice. All right, afternoon. We go to the cafe. We're going to help Lotus. Hey, hold on a minute. Okay. Motivation. And then motivation again.
Yes.
And then introduce yourself. And then ask if you could help her out. If you can, or no. Help her out. And then, so these are dates. We're trying to teach Lotus how to flirt with people. So that's what we're doing here. Get her number.
Okay, here.
I want to know, does she actually get it? Because I couldn't get her to ask him.
You don't need to write my name on it.
Here's my number. Just have a great day.
Okay, cool. So it kind of worked. We kind of got her into it. It was hard to get her to, because obviously she's, you know, crime syndicate woman. She doesn't like stuff. Any choice, all 3 stats, have enough stacks for final max checks. Evening. Check for final stats. What do I need here? 80, 76. I definitely need buff. Students become the master. Nice. +3 all stats. That's good. All right. So read through Mio's text. You do not need to do just a requirement. Okay. So here we go. She tells us about a secret live stream. She is a cam girl, and we will be watching her stream later. We go to the winery. Use Cassie's 4th. You need to join the gang during the date. Okay, so this is Cassie's 4th date. You're as beautiful as always. Buff 37. Motivation 38. Question: how's work going? What's Liliana's deal? I noticed you didn't acquire. By the way, I noticed that you're hot. I don't know. I can't read. Question: how's Alice? I can't tell if you two were tight or colleagues.
I don't know.
Here we go. You got this, girl. Swab 62. Here's to you. Oh man, is this where the sad part comes in? Yeah, this is it. This is the part that made me cry for like 30 minutes straight, so I will be skipping through this very quickly. But this is where she talks about a woman who raised her, and she's basically like her mom, and she died of cancer. It's really depressing, dude. It's so sad. Comes out of nowhere. Yeah, totally just messed me up. So we'll be skipping through this again. Let's see. Sure as a fancy girl, any choice.
Hey, just take.
And then any choice, just listen. Just stay quiet. Hold Cassie. And then would you tell me this? Stay quiet just a little longer. And then back to cuteness again. All right.
Awesome.
And then weird weighed me for canoodling. Got motivation 30. No! Whoa, Jesus, Cassie, I'm sorry. Buff 39. Any choice? See you in 2 hours. Hey there, Alice. You shouldn't have black, okay?
I see.
Here we go, any choice again.
It's
Yeah,
a
so
bit
now what
different.
we're doing is we're joining Cassie's gang, so that way we can help get her out of it. We're basically in this together. So then this woman has me beat up this kid and force him to give him drugs. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We swing at him, or no, grapple him. And then any choice, hi mom. What does that mean? Oh, take mom's medicine.
Fun.
And then do we inject ourselves? I don't waste drugs. Yeah, we were supposed to beat him up and then inject drugs into him, but apparently the correct option is to inject it into ourselves. I don't know. And then she fights me now that we're high on drugs. It's really weird. Fight the best you can. Yeah, whatever. It's a crazy date with Cassie. It's one of the wildest emotional roller coasters of a date ever. But it's fun. That was the date that made me really like Cassie. I was like, ooh, I kind of like her character now. Not only just cried about you for 30 minutes. That was fun. All right, so they said, all right, night. Model. Use the live stream part of Mio's sections to know what to do. You can spend 16,000 or not. It's up to you. Oh, I have 16,000. Yeah, I already have my 100K, so it's whatever. All right, it's live stream time, baby. So we're gonna go to Mio's live stream. You don't have to actually show anything here. I'll skip through this, but Mio has a stalker, and the stalker basically gives her a crap ton of money and says, hey, I spent a lot of money, let's meet up. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna try to outbid the stalker so that we get to hang out with her as opposed to the stalker. Because basically what happens is whoever donates the most money gets a private one-on-one FaceTime. Not FaceTime, just a private one-on-one stream with her. So we're trying to do it so she doesn't have to do it to the stalker. Wait, right for E2 sussery? Actually not anymore. But you did miss the greatest sus moment of my life. And that sounds bad, but hear me out, Ice, all right? It was only slightly sus. It was just the swimsuit. However, the best thing was it was Peanut describing general relativity, like describing how gravity works through general relativity using her body. And it was genuinely one of the most accurate and interesting explanations of general relativity I've ever heard in my life. And I'm genuinely like, it was really good. It was awesome. It was one of the best metaphors for general relativity ever. So yeah.
I'm just saying.
All right, so right now we're just watching her live stream.
The money
now.
for the auction goes half to my bills.
There was a lot of noise. There was a lot of noises, but that was after the explanation. That was after the science. The science was really good. Oh yeah, this is where we mini mod. It was really funny because we kind of mini modded the guy. All right, any money works as long as you donate. You can win. Doesn't matter how much. We'll donate everything. I have all the money in the world. Keep donating money. Donate $16,000. Let's go. I think what I did was I showed or I DM'd her the threatening messages, because what happened was I was outbidding the stalker and then he DM'd me. He said, hey, I'll kill you if you keep donating to her. And so then what I did on my playthrough was I just DM'd those to her and then he got banned. But now I did it through legal means because I don't think I had the money to do it. All right, so now we go swab 60. And granted, she doesn't know it's me because I'm using a pseudonym. So she just thinks she's talking with a random person who donated, what, $20,000? Guys, I'm poor again. All right, let's see. Please, I'm too scared to ask the internet. Oh yeah, no, I think she's like, you can do anything for me, or I'll do anything. And all I did was ask her to like help me build a PC or something like that.
Mine too.
Yeah, it was cute. It's silly. All right, so I don't really need money anymore, according to the guy. According to the guy, the lad, money is no longer an issue because I have 100K, or I had 100K, so we're good. But I think this is a perfect place to end it off. We'll get to tomorrow morning, and that will leave the last week. We have one more week, so let's see, what do I need here? I have enough buff now. Lucky is pretty good. We're good. I'm out of money, so I'll actually... Why not? The only thing I need is money right now. All right, let's check out here. You're in the game. I'm in the gang. She's thanking me for joining her, that we're in this together. And I had a really bad dream last night. I don't really want to share the details, but it was one of those extremely vivid dreams. There were those two weird looking things, angels. Wait, what? She had a dream about the angels? Bro, I knew there was something more to her. I knew there was something more. She had a dream about them. Okay. Just say they kept asking me all these weird questions about foxes and serpents. Oh, because of the masks. Dude, I knew the DLC was going to answer more about the lore. I knew Dorian was part of this. All right, so you knew about the foxes. All right, and Peanut is part of this. Okay. I usually try to perk you up first thing, but I'm in a bit of a funk. That's fine. I need to know more about this. This is really important. I've had a similar dream. Really? Weird. Maybe we watched the weird movie, played a strange video game. Anyway, let's not dwell on Midsummer Dreams. Now that my head is clear, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. Have a great day, Mai. Sorry I said that one early. But I'll let you wonder what I was gonna type, lol. Hugs. She's so sweet, dude. Alright, and that's where we're gonna end it for today. July 24. I think this is stream 14? 13 maybe? Let's see. Yeah, stream 11. No, stream 12. Okay. All right, stream 12. Yeah, we're getting close to the end here. I would say that next week will be the end, but I think we got two more because we have yeah, we have two. We have an event with Peanut today. We have an event with Peanut tomorrow. An actual date with Peanut, and then there's some ending DLCs with Peanut. So yeah, we have tomorrow might be, or no, next stream might be the last one. We might be done next week, so definitely tune in. If not next week, the one after, we will be done. Finally, we will be done. I didn't think it would. I never thought this game would take this long. Don't worry, Iro's still dead. We did it for an achievement. She's alive. She's fine. She's healthy. All right. She'll be back next week. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end off today. We got one more, baby. One more. At least one more. I think it's going to be done next week. But yeah, hopefully our next fix time. Yeah, I hope so too. They should be getting to it this week, but if it's a bigger problem, it might take them a couple weeks to find it and fix it. But I mean, it didn't cut out today. I just hope that it doesn't cut out when we are at the end of this game, because yeah, I am really excited to see how this story ends, because there's clearly more. Like last time when we ended, we saved them all, and Dorian hinted that he knew something about the gods getting in his way. So there is something about him. He knows something. And now that Peanut is also getting left in on this, there's something important. I feel like this is a crazy comparison, all right? This is like Persona 4 Golden, or like Persona 4 deal, like remasters, when like the game had a perfectly good ending, but then when they have the remaster, they expand upon it and add an even deeper meaning, and you're like, whoa. I feel like that's what this DLC is. Yes, I'm comparing Hush Hush to Persona. Specifically Persona 4 Golden. Actually, I think Persona 4 Royal had a better remaster. Golden was really fun, don't get me wrong, but yeah. So anyway, that's gonna do it for today. That was a lot of fun, guys. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. I'm so glad I went back and did the DLC. This is great. Let's see who's streaming right now. Let's see who's streaming. Maybe we can give them a little raid. But thank you all so much for hanging out today. Thank you Fluffy for the follow and joining the community here. If you'd like, you could join our Discord. It's not too active, but if you'd like to hang out in there, post a lot of Blue Archive. I've been ever since the new Blue Archive update or live stream, I've been freaking out. So if you want to hang out in there, We'll try to have some fun. Let's see. Nabi is playing. I never get to raid Nabi. Ooh, but I never get to raid Sarah either. So let's go say hi to Sarah. Sarah's playing. Oh, she has a new model. What? I haven't seen this. I gotta reload this. I think Twitch is broken. No, it's not. Okay, Twitch is fixed. Cool. Yeah, definitely one of the better announcement streams. All right, let's go raid my friend Sarah. I think they used to play Blue Archive. I don't think they don't anymore, but they're still really fun. I like hanging out with them. So do a good old slash raid. Yeah, see ya, Ice. I won't be able to say for too long, but please go say hi to Sarah. She's very cool. Right now they're playing Lethal Company with some friendos. So let's go say hi. Okay, goodbye everybody. I will be back on Wednesday with some Blue Archive. We're going to be doing, I think, finishing the afterwards for the idol event, and then we'll be continuing just some relationship events, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, grab those raid messages, and I'll see you in Sarah's stream. Bye bye everybody.